Salon people and then party them. Sarah J Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Bebe program then like Salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour and the Gladi program, Look Me, I Look You. All this they start soon na www.sarahjmedia.org. Now who's tem these?
As we talk about burning issues ranging from politics to the economy, culture to sport, education to entertainment, corruption to the environment, we realize the Sierra Leone story is far from finished. So, Sierra J Media Production brings you Zooming In. Zooming In is the program that engages everyday people, entrepreneurs, inventors, entertainers, activists, policymakers, and politicians to discuss and debate issues relating to Sierra Leone. Zooming In digs deep into the issues and stories. Zooming In ensures the debate is pushed to another level. Zooming In asks those questions that has never been asked before. So, join us, host Chumaba.
When I was young, a lot of things were different. Unfortunately, most of the differences seen now are heartbreaking and are not good at all.
Before now, men were strong protectors of the weak, fathers, brothers, lovers, sons. Their mere presence guaranteed the safety of women and children.
But what do we do now?
Men harassing and raping women.
Men sexually abuse little girls.
Men battering and killing their wives.
Any form of sexual assault, be it rape, sexual abuse, or pedophilia, is a killer to human self-esteem.
Women should stop dying in silence.
Speak now.
The rapist should be stigmatized, not the victim.
I think death sentence should be the consequence of such terrible act.
And you mothers, build confidence in your children, put trust in them, listen to them when they make reports, and take necessary actions.
Talking of mothers before now, women were virtuous.
They were mothers, daughters, and sisters.
Nurturing, counseling, supporting their men folks.
But now, women are trafficking female children for money. Women are forced to be silent.
All this must stop, and it must stop now.
Real men do not abuse, rape, or molest women and children. It is barbaric, unacceptable. Let all real men stand with us.
Together, let's say an emphatic no to rape, sexual abuse, pedophilia, and domestic violence.
Of all the crimes committed against a person, rape is the one that leaves the person feeling very violated. A rape victim is often left with the feeling that a part of them has been torn apart.
To use another person's body and ignore the souls that resides within. is one of the most outstandingly shocking crimes that one person can commit against another.
Some men harass and rape their women.
Some men sexually abuse underage girls.
Some men beat and kill their wives.
Any form of sexual assault is unacceptable.
There must be consent before you act.
Being in a relationship is not consent.
If they are not sober, they can't consent.
Flirting is not a consent.
We had sex before is not consent.
Silence. It's not consent.
Only an informed, sober, freely given, ongoing and enthusiastic yes is consent.
Women should stop dying in silence.
A man does not become a real man by physically dominating a woman. A man becomes a real man by loving, protecting, and respecting the woman.
Real men do not rape or abuse women and children.
Let all real men stand with us. And together, let's say no to child abuse, no to domestic violence, no to all forms of rape, being it spousal rape, intimate partner rape, child sex abuse, statutory rape, date rape, serial rape, and gang rape.
We must rise up against this ugly trend.
Justice for one, justice for all.
All sexual assault must stop, and it must stop now.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and good night, depending on whose part you find yourself. Welcome to SAGM platform. We went to dates, and today we go, as always, we make sure so we're not disappointing. It's going to be an exciting conversation. I get the team now, so Mr. Duba, say hello to Fambulem. Today a marathon we do.
Good evening, good afternoon, and I appreciate you.
Well done. All right, Mr. Palmer, Yusuf Sefam, please.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Thanks for joining us today. We have plenty for you guys.
All right. So, like we say, yesterday we not be announced the program what they do today because we they go with the times, we they check within they happen as alone and try for bringing us something current and in real time. So we say today we will get a quick conversation and we will say on reactions to the Anti-Corruption Commission, the interview with former President Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma. This is something of national interest, people in concern. We don't hear so many things them from both aisles, both from the APC and the former president in lawyers, and also from the same party and people them from Sierra Leone as well. All man they give your narrative. So we we level best for go Sierra Leone and bring una Mr. Karamoh Kabba, when are the Organizing Secretary, today and a former minister. They don't work at the office of the president, but a media person, Bola, but we don't know what team they play for. I don't try for sign and say, but fortunately, they're not really releasing contracts to because they're saying an expensive player. So, but welcome, Mr. Kabba.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the sentiments.
All right, thank you. Well, Fambulem, Mr. Kabba already been prepare in studio and also for sit up and can talk to her. But like ona know, like he say, man propose, God dispose. But we still, na say Agem Media, they make things happen. Me no go allow, I no go talk for Mr. Kabba. One for let's say present the picture outside the right now and waiting make in order the kind atmosphere we conducive for long and fine. But then we go switch to audio. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to him better. Over to you, Mr. Kabba.
Hello.
Yes, over to you.
Okay, yes. I just want to tender profound apology to on our audience because I was very prepared for this interview as well. But suddenly, something else happened. Like you rightfully stated, man proposed, God disposed. By 6 o'clock, I've been supposed to be in Kono, ready for this interview. Unfortunately, I can't get a breakdown on the way. In fact, I just find some place where it's lighted, at least for demonstrate to your audience that there's some willingness to talk to the people. And with that, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are in this global village. This is Karamoh Kabba, and Minoto Acting Organizing Secretary, Mina Deputy National Organizing Secretary of the All People's Congress. There is a substantive organizing secretary.
All right, thank you so much, and we apologize for that mistake there. So, Mr. Karamoh Kabba, now the Deputy National Organizing Secretary for the All People's Congress Party. Okay, so what we will do, Mr. Kabba, possibly we'll switch to audio, so at least, so we'll get some quiet at some point if we get any background. But in the meantime, we say ambience society, so we like the blue lights, we like the motorcar sound them and all that. So just give people them a little bit on what you think about this interview, because we don't see this going on for months now. We don't see so many things happening. This scheduled interview, why na high profile business, why it takes this long for let it happen, and waiting now the former president or now the ACC, who is responsible for let this take this long before it happen?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. Yes, I get some distraction on the phone. Honestly, let me tell you, All People's Congress Party, the All People's Congress Party will don't provide a lot of leadership in trying for make sure that this interview go on peacefully. And that is from the former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma. This Maya, so they don't do a lot for this country. And is loved by all of the people who he served because of his good work. So, in other words, for Meg, he just walked into ACC net in that kind of way, and especially that the ACC itself, when they want such an interview, then they broadcast them, then they disseminate them, then they make everybody know.
All right, so if I'm with them, the call they get interrupted from Freetown.
This is to happen. When there is this reaction from the people, we want to make it clear that it is not because the former president want to attract negative attention to the process, because he's determined, he has nothing to hide. He wants cooperate with the
usual we get issues from Freetown. Possibly we will try at some point for switch and see if we're able to get him through the phone and talk to him. So at least until I don't see him face now, we go hearing voice instead. T-Boy, are you there with me? You are muted, T-Boy.
Yes, for sure. I'm here.
Okay, you're muted, and it's like
I am not muted.
Okay. All right. It looked like you system.
Can you hear me, Juma?
Yeah, they hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah, they hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm here. Right and clear. I can hear you.
Yeah, so we did struggle for get
Hello.
Mr. Kabba, but we did try for connect with him through the phone, and then we hope I will be with we, so at least we hear the own version of events in terms of reaction. I know say you said on they follow a little bit the whole process from the McKinney to now, whilst we try to forget Mr. Kabba. So waiting that you take so far, briefly on the whole process, based on what you read and what you see.
I think to me the process for be a smooth ride, because they talk about a former president we don't serve for 2 terms. So basically, he's definitely going to be popular even within a own party group. And for just like Mr. Kabba say, if the Anti-Corruption Commission they make announcements of the interview, if they make announcements of all the other things that already happen, I think it will be a bit of a challenge, because we're not aware of most of the interviews that we don't take place of the ministers, some of the former ministers, for some of the former head of parastatals, so some of the former directors and all that stuff. We did not hear any announcement into that kind particular incident and when they happen. So if you announce say the former president is going to be interviewed for corruption allegations, then you don't raise like a PR alarm for make people collaboratively come together and go support the chairman. Because not forget say he is currently the chairman for the opposition party. So basically these are the 2 biggest political parties we have in Sierra Leone. So if one is in power, the other one gets equal amount or so of audience where they attract. So the percentage of the difference is not that great. So basically you got to look at that perception of a former president who don't rule for 2 terms, and then you make an interview publicly known to an audience, they will follow because they want to know exactly what is happening, especially with the current status of where we're going to now. Pull out of these things is being done specifically, or whether it's just by not paying attention to some of the details of security apparatus, or there's other agendas. I don't have a clue. But in my capacity, I think if I have been doing every interviews behind closed doors, I think I have to maintain that sort of structure going forward.
Okay. All right. We don't get Mr. Kabba. Kabba, welcome. We lost you earlier.
Yeah, yes. It's very inconvenient, and I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. If we're able to get you on audio, that would be nice. We'll try the audio instead. So
okay, but I'm going to just try to complete.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, like I said, the president is determined, willing, and cooperating with the ACC, but he also gets the conscience, because cooperating with the ACC doesn't mean that we ever compromise the security of the state, where His Excellency the former president don't work for so hard in sustaining all of these 10 years as president. So without much ado, he make a lot of effort for make this meeting happen without the distraction of the people, because ACC already is advertising, disseminating, and make it known that this meeting never happened. And people got to come out. We don't have control over that as a party. So, but in any case, because of the maturity where we demonstrate as a party, for keep a peaceful country, and wait until we go into 2023, where everybody will be able to express their views, their political rights as citizens of the Republic of Sierra Leone through the ballot box. We will maintain the peace. We will uphold the peace. We will do everything we can to go through these 5 years. So this is exactly what the All People's Congress support the president to do, so that this interview will happen in a peaceful, amicable environment. And I think we score a political success in that.
All right. So if I may ask you, waiting, because people still not aware waiting they happen. We know say the former president was interviewed on Monday, and then we understand say he was interviewed again today. But we don't know, is that correct? Now, who staged them then at the process right now, based on your knowledge?
But based on my knowledge, the meeting on Monday was successful. We put a press release out to the effect, and today's interview, I left it ongoing, and I believe it's supposed to be no less than what happened yesterday. The rumors around that the president is under house arrest, the president is under duress, the president, etc., all of that is false. This president has nothing to hide. This president don't work for this nation. This president don't work for not only Northwest, but Southeast equally, without regard to regional preference or any prejudice. So today, if this president is called upon by a government who is supposed to give the utmost respect and honor him for all of what he has been doing, as the internationals are doing to him, well, we have to go by the law. We are law-abiding political party. He's a law-abiding citizen, regardless of his status. He has committed himself to the process. So the details of that, the devil is in the details. We pretty much, we know say questions were asked, questions were answered, and at the end of the day, he's going to come out clean. He has been a clean man all this time. And we are proud of him as a political party, as our leader and chairman and former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. I don't think it is, to my knowledge, for explain the details of the meeting, because we have a battery of lawyers like never before in the Republic of Sierra Leone. We get the capacity and the know-how for go through this process. And I believe if we link you to one of the lead lawyers there, they will explain those details. For we like the political position, and we believe say we leader a chairman, they don't do the best for serve this nation and for avoid the distraction where violence will bring, where this will come out as an outcome of these meetings. They don't mitigate them well as a matured politician, and we are proud of him. And that is what Sierra Leone is right now. Peace. The people who voted the president in, regardless of what we think about the outcome of the election itself. But as a matter of fact, he is now the president, President Julius Maada Bio. All we have now is to wait and to go back to the ballot box to demonstrate that we are the people. Our ideology is favored more than the SAPP elitist ideology. We are the People's Presence Party. We deliver social democracy. We deliver trickle-down economy to the people, and they love us for that. And this is how we are able to create a road all the way into Kailan, so that Kailan, with all of its goodies in terms of agricultural product, they will not take it to Guinea and Liberia. They will bring it to the mainstream market in Freetown, so that we will be able to benefit from foreign exchange from the agriculture in Kailan, agriculture in Kenema, agriculture in Kono District, etc., etc. I think this is what the people should credit the president for his openness, infrastructure development, and for inclusion and accommodating everybody in Sierra Leone as Sierra Leoneans, and not as Northeasterners, Southeasterners or Northwesterners, not as Timini, not as Libas, not as Mendes or Gizis. He has looked at everybody as Sierra Leoneans throughout his 10 years as president. And this is the legacy we want to make sure that does not die and is not killed by this conscienceless band of people with the rule we now right now.
Yeah, but what you're saying, all the developments where you don't highlight so, and the gains where you feel, say, the All People's Congress party, where they be doing governance, making the last 10 years, which you highlight, the, what do you call it? That is not what the Anti-Corruption Commission is saying. The Anti-Corruption Commission, they say the former president and all the people that including the last government, be involved in massive corruption. The GTT reports Branduna as a gang of racketeers and all of those things. So which one do we believe?
Okay, you have to believe in looking at the legacy of the former president. We all know you are a Sierra Leonean, and then looking at the massive corruption that is happening right now in the SLPP government, and then you develop an opinion of what is happening. We are not forcing anything on anybody. We know that under our leadership in this country, we have done a lot of development in the healthcare system. We have done development in infrastructure. We have done development in education. Now you can see that the free education, what happened? 4%, never in the history of Sierra Leone as we delivered 4%. 4% success in WAS exam or WASCA exam, as you may call it. Even Gambia beat us in that. So what are we talking about? When you have a log in your eye, then you want to remove a peck in somebody's eyes, that is completely what we call monkey business. Because monkey, we don't get a banana, you don't load some in mouth, you don't hold some in hand, it'll run away to some corner and eat. But these people, they don't want to do that. What they want to do, they want to talk about corruption that they are guilty of from the onset. If you want to talk about corruption, start with yourself. Because you yourself, you are known, established for corruption, for extrajudicial killing. It's all it's all documented in the Truth and Reconciliation document. So what are we talking about here? We are talking about somebody who is corrupting himself, who is trying to be a born-again Democrat that he has not delivered to the people of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and going after people who have worked so hard, who have developed a legacy that is recognized by the people of Sierra Leone and the internationals. I can tell you freely that the people of Sierra Leone, they will be against him today if he was that corrupt as they are assuming or they are alleging him to be. But the people are coming out. They are saying that, no, this man did this ABCD. He built a road leading to Kailan. He built an ultra-modern hospital in Kailan. He built the electricity in Kailan. He built the water resources in Kailan. Kailan is the extreme of the eastern region of the Republic of Sierra Leone, where it was completely cut off before we came into power. Kailan, they made do business with Liberia and Guinea because Sierra Leone was almost impossible to come to. And we have done all of this. And today what we have is conscienceless people, a band of conscienceless leaders going after good people, people who have done their best in delivering social democracy to our people. They don't cut off all of that. They cut off the social delivery, the social democracy we delivered. They cut off the subsidies we gave on rice so that there will be trickle-down economy to the least people in Kabbalah, to the least people in Kailan, in Kono district, etc., etc. This is how you distribute the economy. You understand? And we subsidize fuel so that the transportation will be reduced, so that we will be able to move goods and services across borders, across state lines, so that everybody will enjoy at least a bit of the economy. But that is not happening anymore. It don't become an elitist economy. It is the rich get richer and very few people in power getting richer, and everybody is getting poorer and poorer and poorer. And the person who championed the establishment of social democracy in Sierra Leone, where we enjoy, we benefit from as a people, and today people are bringing cars into Sierra Leone that was not possible before, and now they are going after him. They are going after him for what? And he's cooperating regardless of what, because the law is the law. Bad laws have to be obeyed until we do whatever it takes to challenge bad laws. Bad laws have to be obeyed. But I'm telling you what, democracy, the rule of law, human rights, is thing of history now in Sierra Leone. It is not happening at all under this pauper government.
So are you saying this is not about fighting corruption, it's something else, just to muzzle the former president, killing legacy? What is it? Because the argument from the Anti-Corruption Commission is corruption is fighting back. That is their motto, to say this is that.
No, let me tell you what. It is far away from fighting corruption, because the way we fought corruption, now we bring the most stringent and most powerful corruption laws in this country. But you know what? If you go back to 1964, 65, under Albert Magai, when you go after, become very prejudicial and tribalistic against the Northwestern people, this is exactly the replay, as if to say, the action of Albert Magai was too little. So they are now coming to complete the game. You understand? This is not about fighting corruption. If it was about fighting corruption, we have made it clear that we set up the stringent laws in the anti-corruption and give the anti-corruption prosecutory right for prosecute and make arrest. So we cannot come back and say we are against the laws that we made. We are for these laws, but it has to be done constitutionally. We have to follow due process. This government we are dealing with is known for not following due process. They sacked and fired and asked out of parliament, the well of parliament, 10 parliamentarians. They forcefully elected the Speaker of the House. Then they arrest me willy-nilly every day, everywhere. As we speak, we have a lot of APC people in the prison, even in the run-up to the 110 election. The plans for that, they are so unbelievable, because right now, anybody will say something. Now they are going in, then they campaign, but we cannot go in and campaign, because the neck, that is the lapdog of the government, they say no campaigning. But the First Lady, the government, they are going in their campaign. It is just what happened to Bobby Wine in Uganda. He cannot campaign. The government can campaign. When he campaigned, they talk about COVID rules. This is why they brought in this emergency. The emergency is nothing but to clamp down on opposition and to reduce our rights and to clamp down on free speech, repressiveness, repressive governance. Then we go through the Republic of Sierra Leone. So it is sad. It is sad. This is not just about Ernest Bai Koroma. Ernest Bai Koroma is one issue, and he knows he has nothing to hide. And we are proud of him, because even as a president with the kind of, even as a former president with the kind of support already that he's garnering, he's the most popular president alive in the Republic of Sierra Leone. He could now become defiant, and his people will stand with him. But he said, no, if I do that, I will compromise the peace, the hard-hand peace that he himself worked for. So therefore, he's subduing himself to the process, to the due process, to the laws and of the Republic of Sierra Leone, which the SAPP is not going by anyway. Because as it stands right now, our lawyers, from our lawyers I'm not an idiot. I'm listening from the lawyers that they said that this issue, at least they don't appeal na the High Court. Now the High Court now for go. But what is anti-corruption business in this one when they don't pay so much money to foreign judges for me they can set up 3 COIs in the Republic of Sierra Leone, and their recommendation, who say not reach, ACC don't total 98 now, they're going about, all they want to do is photo ops, they want to build up credentials for stuff like MCC and other international indices. This is not how it is done. They are doing the wrong thing.
Mr. Kabba, I want you to clarify for me, okay? Because there's still this misunderstanding. The ACC is telling us, or what is being communicated, that the issue that the former president is being investigated on is different from what happened at the Commission of Inquiry. So can you clarify, is that the case? Or is
why should it be different? Why should, okay, if that is the case, they had no business bringing Commission of Inquiry. They could have left the ACC to go after people individually. But now they have tons of cases. They don't even have the capacity to prosecute. You know, this is the issue. Now, the appeals that are in the appeal court, it is just a whole different business. We don't have those judges to go through all of those files in the first place. So what they are doing, to make sure that they bring disgrace and molestation to the All People's Party, the All People's Congress Party, is to go after the most formidable authority and individual in our midst, so that they could reduce him to nothing. They think by that way they will ground the APC to nothingness, but that is so impossible. We have the people, we have the ideology, we are the Social Democrats of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and we are proud of our past. And we know that, we even know that we won the election, the past election, but for some other, I don't know how they call it, regime change and blah, blah, we subdued, we control our population. We did not jump out in the streets, and we will still not jump out in the street. We will demonstrate our power. We will demonstrate our authority. We will demonstrate our popularity in election in 2023. This is all I have to say.
Right. So quickly, before I turn you over to T-Boy, there's another question, because you mentioned about you not jump out there, you not do anything other than through the ballot box. We know when they went to McKinney to interview the former president, of course, supporters were there, and the ACC said they did not feel comfortable. We had leaked audios between the Inspector General of Police and one of the lead lawyers, Mr. Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara. Then after that, leading to Freetown, we know a letter was sent after the interview date was set for Thursday last week. A letter was sent to former President Koroma stating that, you know, the security, or if anything happens that threatens national security, he will be squarely responsible for that. Is that true? Because we overheard, you know, a snippet of an interview from the lawyer JFK saying that was one of the case, and the former president was asking for security guarantee. What do you have to say about that?
But of course, I told you that from the beginning of this interview that we have taken the high road. We have provided maturity for the Republic of Sierra Leone. We have mitigated against the people coming out to protect the president that they believe in, the president that demonstrated leadership in this country, the president that took them out of the abysmal existence in Sierra Leone, the president that built roads, the president that embarked on infrastructure, the president that brought in about the agriculture. When you talk about agriculture, you talk about education, you talk about healthcare, free healthcare for under 5 and for pregnant women, for lactating mothers. all of these are the legacies of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, the former President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. So if you go advertise and you make it known just to have a photo up that you are performing anti-corruption job, so the internationals will credit you in NCCs and other indices, and you totally ignore the peace, the protection of the ordinary people, and then you march into Makeni with that kind of Wild West arrogance, and we have to mitigate all of that. And this is why when they invited the president in Freetown, we did our best to mitigate all of that. So there will be no problem, because we know that 5 years, these people, they cannot destroy this country in 5 years. They can do their best. But after 5 years, in 2023, we are going to come back into power. We are going to gather our people, and we are going to unite our people, regardless of where they come from. People from Kaila, from Pujang, from Bond, from Konodi Street, from Bombali, from Tonkoliri. We're going to bring them all together, and then we're going to wipe the dust off our bodies from the 5 years of arrogance and bad governance and lack of attention to democracy and the rule of law that these people have brought us, they brought upon us, and then we will carry on. We will carry on. We have no choice but to be peaceful. We have no choice to be vengeful. We have no choice to be to intimidate people because of where they come from. No, we don't do that. We are not going to do that. We never did that. So we wait for let we win election, so let we unite the people in one place, so that SFPP will never see the light of day in governance in this country anymore, because they don't know how. Now we said how to rule this country so that Thailand will enjoy, Pujang will enjoy, Moyamba will enjoy, Kenema will enjoy, Bo will enjoy, Makeni, and everywhere they will enjoy what we are doing as governors. Not these tribalistic people, a band of conscienceless people, when they don't come, they don't believe in the rule of law. They just do anything anyhow in a power style, just as they came in, and they call it new direction. And we have 4% of people passing exams in the Republic of Sierra Leone under free education, quality free education. What is quality about that when you have everybody failing the exams?
All right, that question that I food for thought, I have to laugh that one out, but we will get for can discuss education seriously. One last one from me for now before I go to Tiboy. Tiboy, please give me. So I want to bring us back to the anti-corruption issue. Now you've said that according to the APC, according to yourself, and a whole lot of other people, you think that this is not about fighting corruption, it's more about killing the former president's legacy and killing the APC. So what are the charges there where you feel, say, the anti-corruption then call and for? Because we mix up and box up things, and so we don't know much who's one for take, whether not the one way the anti-corruption they say, or not the public opinion one within our social media. So from you as the Deputy Organizing Secretary, you understanding waiting at the charges the way they bring come or whether they investigate the former president for?
My friend, I don't get the competence for talk about charges against the former president. I'm a politician. I speak on political angle. And I will make arrangements for make you talk to the lawyers. They will talk about the charges. They will talk about all of that. For me, the political angle is that this is a witch hunt. They want to kill the legacy of the APC. They want to kill the legacy of His Excellency former Ernest Bai Koroma, who don't work so hard. We don't bring electricity. We don't bring infrastructure. We don't bring roadworks. We don't bring healthcare. We don't bring trickle-down economy to the people through subsidies and all of that. This is what they want to kill. This is, for me as a politician, is what I want to talk about. If you want to talk about charges against the president, you talk to the lawyers.
Okay, we'll make sure we contact the lawyers. Over to you, T-Boy.
Yes, Mr. Former Minister, welcome again once more. I must say you now being former Minister of Political and Public Affairs, you also there as director of political and public affairs, and then you end up na resident minister Eastern Province, right? The question we our ask during your term as resident minister in the Eastern Province. I'm not saying that now. I'm not gonna say you are minimum, but you are Koroma plus Madingo. You talk about the inclusion of the former regime. Definitely make sure say every region has salon benefits. So what's in a your own task where you be in a Kenema as resident minister? What's in been the challenges that you face when now we look at corruption at a wider spectrum?
Well, as resident minister in the East, first of all, I was in charge of 3 local councils. That is not just 3, but actually 5, because I was in charge of the city of Kono district, the city of Kenema, the district of Kono, the district of Kenema, and the district of Kailau. That is 5 local districts I was in charge of as resident minister. And 44 paramount chiefs. And I can tell you, if Uda want to challenge me, make it raise there is no paramount chief among the 44 paramount chiefs where I not sit down in the living room or in the parlor or in the cutlery in the 2 years that I served in that region. So I went there, I not go there as a APC politician. I go there as a minister who is representing people from the Eastern region. And I'm in the good books of all the paramount chiefs. As even up to now, they call me, they like me, they praise me, and I am the first minister, resident minister, who bring 44 paramount chiefs head count in Freetown on a program, on a national program that I had to count head count. Everybody was present in Miata conference. This is Karamoh Kabba. I did my best in the good books of everybody that I serve. But let me tell you one thing. I have no in between. The bad people in Sierra Leone, they don't like me because I take strong stance against lawlessness. The good people, they like me and I like them. This is me. I have no in between. I work hard, I play hard. So if you are bad, I go after you. If you're good, you're my friend. We work. This is me as resident minister in the Republic of Sierra Leone, in the eastern region of Sierra Leone, for all of that time. You will not have one authority amongst the mayors that I served, the district council chairpersons that I served. I met them, they were not cooperating with government at all. I brought them to compliance. I brought them to cooperating with central government because I went there not as a very powerful resident minister. I went there as somebody humble and ready to talk to them, to let them understand that we have to do whatever it takes for move the country go before. And this is what I did. And I'm in the good books of everybody that I work with as resident minister. And as a matter of fact, when they went there, they checked the books, they look at everything, there is nothing for me to answer for. I am a free man. I have no issues. I sleep well.
And also, I believe you've been arrested maybe more than once. What were the essence of those arrests, if we're talking about corruption right now?
Those arrests is about what I have to say. When I say something against the power of government they don't like, they arrest me. And don't be surprised if they arrest me tomorrow. And I am ready. I have to speak.
Okay. I will send you back to Juma.
Yeah, we hope they will not arrest you. Thank you so much, Mr. Kabba. All right, one last one, since we did talk about reaction on the corruption, because we know you have to go now. And last one for the question about corruption. If APC been there in governance, or what would you have done different
for let we achieve, for let people and believe say this kind of corruption fights rather than waiting to brand as.
Well, Tijan Kabba in government has been badly corrupt. Tijan Kabba in government has been so corrupt, it was pathetically corrupt. When we come in, we did our best, and then what we fight for now, harmony. We harmonize, and some people that were supposed to go to jail, we thought about it. We said that, okay, this is a country. We cannot grip the president under the statutory protection in which he did his job, and some ministers that were supposed to go to jail, we find out, we documented it, especially the Ministry of Education under the Sababu project. All of these things were investigated under a commission of inquiry. But we not go that far for develop bitterness and bad blood between the two political parties that are always ruling this country. If it is not SFPP, it's going to be APC at different time. So in itself, the check on SFPP now give we the audacity for the courage for let we improve on the anti-corruption laws there, so that we'll be able to check the own regime. But if President Madabio be one really serious about corruption, he would go back to those times and even reprimand himself for the things that he did as head of state one time in this country. You know, we all know that they are documented, but to be what you call born again Democrat, as in born again Christian.
What do you mean by born again Democrat?
Yeah, they are not born again Democrat, because when you don't sin, you are involved in corruption, you are involved in many things, extrajudicial killing, and many other things. And then you cannot say you're not born again Democrat, but you start with the company there. You know, that's a monkey business. You're not correct.
All right. Thank you so much. Always nice talking to you. What would be your last word to our viewers and our, and the audience?
We want peace. Now, peace now they ask for. We want harmony. We want that this government no say we are opposition. Let them do space, but let we able to critique government and in a good way, so that we will move this country. The 10 years we will move this country forward. If then can they move and pass we will go gladly. But then the brand come backwards, and that is not good.
They say, but they say now know they give them space for breathe. They say now they allow them space for make the country, for develop the country.
Not to Ernest Bai Koroma and Madabio. And we not to ministers there anymore.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kabba.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister.
We appreciate you, and we wish you a safe trip. And we hope say they're not going to arrest you, because if they arrest you, now we all they don't arrest, because you not talk anything bad now.
Well, I know see you now. I hope you now Panema Road. You gotta get arrest you.
We hope that.
Now bad people.
Stay safe, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, well, family when they watch that.
Okay, safe driving back home to your destination, sir.
Yeah, that's Karamoh Kabba, the Deputy Publicity Organizing Secretary for the All People's Congress, and former Deputy Minister of Political Affairs, and also former Residence Minister for the Eastern Province of Sierra Leone. We get time, we don't can't talk to we on in reactions, but the interview will go on between the Anti-Corruption Commission and the former President of Ernest Bai Koroma. He highlighted that in your role, not a legal person, so he will talk on the political angle, which he stated in beliefs this now more for witch hunt and some trigger political undertone more than fighting corruption. T-Boy, over to you. What do you have to say about that interview?
Well, basically, what I hear from the former minister in statements and what in think about the whole idea of the Anti-Corruption Commission. So basically, you need them for hand action there, so it will be able for justify the program they already set up. we need to just select people and stay with them.
We spoke for you, Mr. Dugba, on your end. I don't know why you're breaking today. You Facebook after you.
Now it's in the audio, so
Facebook is after you now. The network in the UK is after you as well. What's happening?
Are the effects are outside? So I don't know if you guys get.
Yeah,
can you guys hear my audio now?
Yeah, a lot better.
Okay, so basically,
but with you get from
are they switch technology now? You see me picture but me audio to come out from somewhere else.
All right, go ahead.
Is that better?
Yeah, that better. So if you get closer to your audio, so where you find
out. Are the effects are outside? So I don't know if you guys get. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Can you guys hear my audio now? Yeah, a lot better. Okay, so basically, right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Okay. So yeah, what's the time for feedback? Now you get feedback.
Yeah.
Because the time for synchronize. When me, it's like say.
All right. Whilst we wait for Mr. Dugba for able for connect, so he will give your own opinion. But we let the conversations now the chat group. We're not able to throw questions that much to Mr. Karamoh Kabba because Usai Ide, he gets a breakdown on a journey to wherever they go. So he began for joining for a short period of time. We apologize for that, but it's been a good interview and it don't give you a response. So we see the questions. Then some of the questions were not actually related to the conversation. So now we not throw them to because for being taken away, of course. I know. Yeah. Well, some people say definitely they get their own views about the CIGM media platform, and we appreciate your views. Come on, are you right for talk? Anything we you feel, but we know for say CIGM media is for every Sierra Leonean, whether you are the SLPP, APC, C4C, NGC, and so on and so forth. So you're all welcome. So if you are SLPP person, you believe say we need for more SLPP people them now. So make sure you tell them, say when we invite them, then we'll definitely come. The platform is for them. A couple of weeks ago, or last week at least, we had the Anti-Corruption Commission boss, Naya. It take part, and also even today program, we reached out to the Anti-Corruption Commission for see if we will get them PRO for CAM, but we not get a response. And we can understand because it's been a day that they were, continue with the interview process with former President Koroma, so they're not CAM. So, but if you're able to reach out to them, please make sure you reach out to them. The platform is theirs. T-Boy, you don't regularize your audio now? Okay, we still not get T-Boy yet. Well, Fambulem, please, I'll bring Femi Kam in quick. I see maybe they follow the conversation. Mr. Pama, what do you have to say about that interview with Mr. Karamoh Kabba?
Hi, Juma.
Yes, go ahead.
Because Tibo Nebu sort himself and I make you don't put me in power line.
Yes, exactly. So you always will be on standby.
So yeah, what can I say? Thank you to Mr. Kabba for taking time. It's a shame say he get booked down. We hope say he gets in destination okay and safe. And we hope say they're not gonna arrest him.
Right.
For what he took. You know go fight for made them go say now we cause
But you're not supposed to be that way, they me. All man forget right for talk, right?
So that's the problem. So even looking at our chats, now the problem I do with the gets, if how I see it, it's us against the government. Yeah, it's we the people against the government of the day. Doesn't matter that government is red, green, pink, blue, whatever it is. As the media, we supposed to represent the people of Sierra Leone, and I've been listening. That's what they do. They get a lot of criticism because people in the sea will not get government representation. I mean, really and truly, if they go back and look at we catalog, then we'll find out, see, we don't get more government ministers than Nayaso on one-to-one basis being interviewed and given a platform for make them deliver waiting and they do for the country than the opposition.
Exactly.
So again, some of these so-called when they point finger power, I can just brush them off my shoulders because really and truly, it's not. It shouldn't be worth our time. But I can answer some of them just for because we try for make peace, make friends with everybody. Because why make una come? If una like una not like una can't listen, una make up.
At least to give them opportunity for career, so.
Thank you. So for me that's the case. I was engaging a young gentleman today on Facebook, and no matter what I said, he was adamant that we represent here or there. Some people then don't get their minds made up, and no matter what we do or say, we can't change that. So we glad for una can't carry and una go talk. If una get the power, forget we, even the really top people in government, please bring them on, because we they reach out to them each and every week. Every topic we come, we they go to the relevant ministry, we they ask for representation, and most of the time we don't even get a response, let alone a no.
Right.
So that's all I gotta say. Mr. Kabba talk, as a politician.
Right.
As he said, he's a politician. If he talk like politician, I can't argue with that. Some of the things that we know, and so some of the people who know online as well are coming from a legal perspective. So I guess that's not his forte. So he not one comment on the other day, which is a shame. But hopefully we'll get the legal counsel for counsel with we most probably after all the dust don't settle. We'll go get them and can talk to me. That's all I gotta say.
The only thing where they baffle me and Femi, you not going to because T-Boy one look what he call it today. So they left the work between me and you. What me want to understand why people, like when you say we suppose for deal with the people, and government we put them not for do we favor. Now for do right by the people, waiting the law say and waiting them take oath for and waiting them promise. So anything short of that, we have to hold them responsible. What I understand why people are comfortable for us to talk about corruption in the past, but not talk about corruption in the present. And once you talk about that, they brand you something else.
Yes. So really and truly, I can't answer that. I guess it's human nature. So we all link from side to side. From my perspective is we're the media or the new media, if you can call we so, and that means we're impartial. We take the story and amplify them and send them out to the general public, make their mind up. CNN does the same, Fox News does the same, BBC does the same. Sky News does the same, SLBC does the same, AYV does the same, but some people then just not happy say we they do so. I guess sometimes I don't know it's not the word, but maybe they don't like us being here. Maybe they talk too much. Something na you so you don't go and bug somebody Juma where you they make they get.
No, me always they unbug because me again, like I say. The one thing I can always tell people, friends, family, and anybody they close to me, is when you lie to yourself. I have, as a Sierra Leonean or as a citizen of the world, I have a right to belong. I get right for choose who I want to associate with or who I want to associate. That is not going to hide. But that will not prejudice when I did at this platform, I'm here for every Sierra Leonean. Whether you be SLPP or APC. And we even they get stroke sometimes that people that, you see when I SLPP people, you are mild with them, this, that. How many feedbacks we got from the Ben Kefala interview that we not ask them the right questions? People went at us, right? But we tell people, let's say, we are not here, we're not combative here. We are here, like you say, ask the question, provoke the conversation, and left the opinion to the people. So that's what that platform is why we're here. And Mr. Karamoh Kabba come. It tells we saying a politician. It tells we all the good things that we APC do and defend APC them position and defend the former president and also swipe, just like how the SLPP, they blame the APC, instead they talk about the endemic corruption allegations within this government. So we have to talk about it. Corruption are corruption, you don't get too surname, whether past or present. Corruption is corruption. We have to talk about it. So, yeah, Tibo, are you on now?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Say hello to our
clearly?
Yeah, say hello to viewers.
Yeah, hear you clearly. But Juba, I ever come back to me. I need to respond to that.
All right, go ahead. La you, then I'll come to T-Boy now.
Okay, so literally, from my point of view, is I'm a Sierra Leonean first and foremost. I believe, say, our country has been run down over the decades. You know, not by SLPP, not by APC, but by all of the government that we don't get. So basically, they also the party them we each and every day at loggerheads. As I say, we're here to stand for the people of Sierra Leone, which include myself. So if I want to talk about for myself now, I would like to see justice for the people. If APC are guilty of corruption, I would like to see some of them who they find guilty questioned and dealt with appropriately. If SLPP in the past have done so, I would like them to be dealt with. And if SLPP currently are doing this, I would like them to do the same. Because if we condone corruption, then we not let with country, we not let with family them, we not let with picking them. Because corruption adds to many things. Mr. Kabba talked about education. I'm very, very big on that because I went to school in the 80s in Freetown, and I remember the system being very, very good. The generation before ours will be get presidents picking them from around the world. They can't school now with country. They can't university in a FBC. When I came to university here, I go to international school. Most of me come with them. Some of them, papa, then mama, then schooled in Sierra Leone. And when I tell them I come out Sierra Leone, they're all proud. They want to introduce me to the parents, so they can pick me for half time. Now the boarding school I've been there. So you know it's crazy how in such a short time our education system has gone so bad. Now let's talk about health. I mean, you know, where do we start with health? You know, from I'm not going to even say up to Kabba, even before that, you know, our health system has not been dealt with properly. They spend money on the wrong things instead of the things that matter. So for me, corruption needs to be dealt with, and it no matter if you wear pink, green, red, purple, mauve, yellow, whatever party you have, if you're guilty of corruption, I believe say we will deal with you the right way.
Right. I agree with you on that. Corruption therefore be everybody in fact. However, we get to be honest in the way we try for tackle corruption, because if not, we even undermine, you know, the confidence and for let people the way possibly not sophisticated enough for understand, you know, the politics behind some of these things, for lose confidence. Say, now that make people can say, you know, this not get for goodness and I just boku talk no more. You know, because that's the thing. You cannot say you want fight corruption, then they use other means the way they suffocate the process or undermine the process and believe she will be successful. So T-Boy, over to you now.
Hi, can you guys hear me now properly?
Yes.
Well, I don't know, because it's like say, myself they under investigation.
Yeah.
I don't know which kind of investigation are they under, but it looks like I'm under some type of investigation. But I also know they talk earlier on about the comments about we platforms and all that stuff. I think we for the kind of refrain from the discussion, and because we cannot be defending ourselves over and over and over.
No, that was just a filler till we get you situated.
Well, so, again, anybody will join the platform new will be one of the people who will make short statements, or we will make them kind always then kind alarm them day. But if you've been following us for the past couple of months, I think you will not make such statement. And also, Femi highlights something earlier. I want to say, if people then go back on our post historically, I think you will be amazed. Unfortunately, now I don't have a Facebook page. Anyway, I will have made a great reference to my Facebook page. Go back and look at all my personal posts, I am not saying Sierra Leone media post, my personal post on my Facebook page is nothing other than SLPP activities, from launching of events, from events where they put up, from personal events. So I have been, and SGM has been, the backbone of most of the ministers they will get, so with the president, with INWEF, with so many things. We don't need to come on our platform and say all these things because it is not relevant. That's one. And two, we are not doing this to convince our viewers who don't believe in what we're doing. It's their opinion. Everybody have the right to their opinion. But what we do is to create a platform which we have created for about 15 to 20 years ago. That was immediately after Tijan Kabba took power. SGM has been working in close connection with all these political parties.
Right.
We were there when political parties were formed.
Right.
We follow them through right up to the end of the history of their political parties, and we still keep constant communication and relationship with those people.
Right.
We didn't just come into politics today and start talking about political shows and start talking about political issues. We've been doing this from time immemorial. When people don't have access to cameras because they were so damn expensive that people cannot afford one. When people don't have access to editing suites, which we possibly were the first media house to have potential of such materials, i.e. the Apple Max and the Apple phone people are crazy about right now. When people don't know what is technology, we have started this way back. If people are forgotten so quick, then they should possibly go back to history. Within our community in UK, SGM has possibly been the only media house that have been in existence for the past 15 years. And that was when SGM transits to SGM, but it wasn't SGM before. So when people are talking about we are one-party-sided or we don't have a fair platform for what we're doing, they should possibly retract. Or these are the new ones who are actually coming into the current.
Nobody no need for retract anything, T-Boy.
No. I'm just saying, these are possibly new people who are just coming into the political arena of Sierra Leone. But we've been there. Right. We don't have to say these things. We don't have to impress people. We don't have to let people know what our record stands for. But whoever knows individuals of SGM, they will know we stand for what we say, we stand for what we believe in, and we don't do things that are not in the perspective of our reach.
Right. So, okay, let we left that. I know say they will do the research, and let's forget about that. Let's go back to the interview. And so I want for get your take on what Karamoh Kabba say. He say in a politician, and he address the issue and he give opinion on them as a politician. So what do you have to say?
Well, he don't give opinion as a politician. He make it clear to you say he will not talk in terms of legal issues. One, he not going to tell you what's on the basis of the accusations or the allegations being made against the former president, or he will talk in terms of his own belief in terms of what he know as a politician. So basically, I think by answering his question, it tells you exactly in role in the party right now as deputy publicity.
No, organizing.
Deputy organizing secretary. So basically, with him saying that, I don't need to ask further questions into what he would decide to talk about right now. But he makes few points then very clear when he talk about the legitimacy behind the fact stating they call the former president for calm answer to allegations then being made against him, and it is announced publicly. So basically, you're calling somebody to go for an interview, and then you forget say the person get Boku picking and being we go on for good and support. Obviously, they will just turn up and give him that support.
Right.
Because you know they arrest the papa, and then you want like the picking and she don't know how to the guy say you don't know arrest the papa. I don't know if they come back and I was sticking to the. They have to follow suit. So basically, they're just creating the platform for all this drama to happen anyway. Because we've heard about people being interviewed. There was no pushcars. Victor Foe interview. Now only way done the interview. Now we know for say them interview Victor Foe yesterday. And now we self himself can come out and talk about but it was not a public announcement. They don't interview former ministers them of different portfolios. Again, we know all the rumors, and they say they go interview the Minister of Mines, Minister of Agriculture, or Minister of Trade and Industry, or Minister of Youth and whatever.
But Tiba, just for us, based on your understanding, and this is from the leaked video between the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Suvula, and the lawyer, JFK, one of the lead lawyers then for former President Koroma. Then on that leaked audio states that this is not the first time where they actually don't interview the former president. And then where they go interview and quietly, then go nine hours, he make sure say he protect that nobody know the interview and then come on. We not see people go gather. And this now are the Anti-Corruption Commission and the government going around issuing statements, publicizing the thing. And you know the high profile. And like you stated, let me make a simple analogy here. If you then an area, that area, the way they pass na morning, hey, brati boy, then they will this, that. You have for pool 5,000, you give the area man them, you know, you have for mention 6 corporates every Friday, put on a plastic bag for different people and go left on a mosque. Then somebody here say you get police case or police they don't can you do more because you know first and first CID then they can't post in the more or with it. Then say, oh, you get police case. All the neighbor then they come. All the picking and they come. Some of the neighbors, they were possibly in a high profile, people within society, they even volunteer for accompany you because they want for go see, with that nine solidarity, nine support, where they say your brother's keeper. So I don't see any problem with that. You know, and I was astounded when I see the Office of National Security, they send a letter where you don't invite this person, and you they threaten them at the same time, say, if anything happen at the country, we go squarely blame them on you. That just shows something is not right.
Well, that's to me is the question to say, if you as the leader of the ONS, you cannot put the country in any secure state, that means your job is really not one warranting for you to sit in that particular position. Because as far as I'm concerned, I will make sure that the security apparatus is safe, not for former president, but for civilians, citizens. Because if you go into that kind of high-profile interview with the kind of announcement and the public awareness with this one creates, you create security, you put security measures in place. One of which will either be say, well, okay, the former president for travel from here to there, let's put security apparatus in place. And we'll put checkout points there. We'll go say, okay, this not for happen, so this not for happen there. But if there was no form of preparation for get this interview done publicly, I don't know why it should go into a public announcement for like the one whole country, not for say they can interview Ernest Bai Koroma today. Okay. I mean, we possibly want to know, but who really cares?
All right. Okay.
There are people who really want to know, but not all of us. Some of us don't want to know. You don't want to interview anybody. You are interviewing Papa self. Interviewing Papa. Right. I am not going to be sitting on by that desk where my father is going to sit. But guess what? If my Papa don't do something where he need for be interviewed, interview her. There's nothing wrong with that.
I see, Mr. Somebody here do production. He say, but why should they interview him secretly, sir? This is something that deals with the people's money. Let me see the question. Money, other countries do ACC. There should be no secrecy. It should be transparent. Yeah, okay. So again, just for...
for me, for answer that question, to me, it's simple. Let them go put this in television, right?
Right.
If they want for make them not a secret thing, okay, former president will interview and it's going to be broadcast live. There is no hiding behind that. So if they put the measure, say, okay, well, they can interview and it's going to be a public thing, if they don't put on SLBC, then get AYV, then get plenty television or radio stations, then they can plug them in.
Right.
I mean, the Commission of Inquiry, was it not a public thing?
Exactly. Again, just coming back to that, my own way go be for answer that. The interviewer, so, not secret.
Yeah, it's secret.
It's still secret. They carry and go, they carry the former president go to a safe house, a place where they say a safe house for the Anti-Corruption Commission. They had an interview. You don't know what's in and talk. We don't know what's in and talk. Just like how the Anti-Corruption Commission be interview the chief minister secretly, nobody know about that. Will not be able to say
exactly.
They interview chief minister. They interview Minister Alpha Timo for the alleged 49,000 bag race. Now secret. Today nobody don't know how that interview they pass. So it's not different from the former president. What will they say? The country, we all need for fight corruption. The Anti-Corruption Commission supposed to do their work. What we have an issue with is creating unnecessary tension in the country and even preempt blame on people. That is bad. That is some form of deception, especially for security forces or the people always say, now then they're responsible for security. When you say Office of National Security, you just don't get up and send a press release. You weigh all options, everything will go affect every Sierra Leonean in life, not just people in government, but you protect the people, the 7 million people. So if your statement is going to create pandemonium in that country, you should think it through before you say it. That's my opinion. Now, that if you say they do wrong, nobody not get problem. The Commission of Inquiry went through, reports come out, they issue white paper, people end in the appeals process. Who that care? You know, we don't care whether they're old and go keep you and they all die. If they find you guilty, then find you guilty. That's the process. But do not create unnecessary tension for people. Because if you don't begin to call somebody names before you even interview them, what if after the interview you come back and say, oh, sorry, I don't find that man guilty. So you see, even you when they do your job, you don't compromise yourself because the people will come back and say, oh, now because they don't bribe you, now you not find the man guilty again. Is that your
I think we just have to wait and see the outcome of the interview. I don't know whether the interview gets another phase. If you get phase 3, we're gonna have phase 2 done, so maybe there'll be a phase 3. So basically we have a political drama unfold. So basically we get for look at this. I see you now the producer of producing Sarah media shows. Now for look who begins for look at the sequence of making a movie.
Who's one? Okay. They said they don't do episodes of interview.
Thank you. So we have to think as filmmakers now how to, well, actually I need to tell this one because there are people out there who are looking for ideas, man. They want to grab it, but never mind. It's not going to come out of my mouth. But yeah, Mr. Ba, this is totally the atmosphere of Osawi Fenwi self today. And nobody know they na salon way they in favor of corruption. All the fights against corruption in any way whatsoever. Yeah. Corruption comes in different forms. And to me, I can always say, for as long as you're not able to get certain principles and respect of certain things they do in your life, you practically corrupt.
Right.
And I need to make a false statement here, but I would say, I don't see if I make this statement that people will go, I want to answer me. But they make us say because it's facts. And you know that facts? That puts me tie up properly. Femina, you make a wear new costume to this.
Now the first part where they wear African and they get tie inside.
Properly, yeah. But the facts what I want to say, now the facts say, if not 60%, but 70% of Sierra Leoneans are corrupt. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Like I said, corruption comes in different forms.
No,
I'm not saying you're...
Even the president now, President Madabio, in a recent interview, said the same thing. He said all man corrupt in salon, including him.
Well, me not say so. My opinion, me they say that now.
No, just because if the fountain of honor don't say that na Al Jazeera, this not to Misia, not to SLBC or AYV, where something them go say na distorted tape. This na Al Jazeera interviewer. And we say all man corrupt, including himself, he saying corrupt. So now for your backing statement, say 70%. Go ahead and I see Femi Sefu say something, but Timo talk first.
Now, when you see right now outside the game, we go to the area where I know. Okay, not just I know one touch but I want to
let Femi come in.
Okay, Femi, go ahead. I'll wait for Femi to respond.
Well, Juma. Now, point you talk to.
Right,
you know, T-Boy sort of play with the talk. But then you're right, the president's talk we watch on Al Jazeera. And guess what? I don't agree with the president for boycotting them. But on this one, I agree with him. Bang, 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 bang. Seriously, if you think about it, you know, we teach we picking them from young for be corrupt. You know, we landlord they come for in rent money. Mama they tell Pikin say, we open the door, tell and say another day. We auntie call, we mama get forgive auntie something. If they tell or papa make the feminists and can kill me. Or papa or uncle they call papa for something. They say, okay, if not so and so tell and say another day. You know, we teach our kids from a young age to start lying for unnecessary thing them. What do we expect is going to happen when these kids become adults? Or we then get into puberty, we then begin left us and go do things them for their own. We not think say we don't teach them for be deceitful and then they lead to thief, which now basically corruption. So if we groom we picking them up for time, so what are they going to become when they become the presidents, the ministers, the teachers, the lecturers, the doctors of tomorrow? Really and truly, I think say, you know, they can say the people deserve the government that they have. In Salon case, I totally agree with President Madabio. We are corrupt nation. We the teach we begin them from young age for be corrupt, and till we change that mentality today and start looking at things then properly and not afraid for tell the truth, like some man in our Facebook right now they try for tell for shut up. If we don't able for look you know, and say fall white is white because we worry waiting happen be we back, or because we want political favors or financial favors, then we picking them and we picking them a disfavor, and Sierra Leone will never ever improve. So we keep saying we want Salon for better, but then the acts that we're supposed to take and put in place for make Salon better, we're all scared to touch them, which is wrong. Freedom of speech. You know, our media should be free to challenge anything, and then they include we Sidona Yasu. You know, I don't believe say we they call on lawyers and they tell we plain say sometimes some of the topic they want to do will not go able to talk.
Exactly, but if you do this other topic,
me lawyer don't tell me that they where I call them ask them. This is disgraceful. You understand? So really and truly, as a country, we need to look at ourselves, and we need for look, and now we the appoints the party as now we the appoints the government of the day. So let's make our votes count. If we know say this party isn't good for our country, why do we keep voting them in?
Right. All right, so I'll go back to T-Boy, but already people then don't challenge you. T-Boy then say it's not 70%, but 90%. So they don't raise the bar for you high. So give me with other 20%, add than the 90% people now Salon corrupt. That's the opinion out there. And I go respond to some of the comments as you go. The way they talk about, if you talk about the issues and all that, we'll talk about. But if you keep saying about APC, what you call it, media and APC, will not respond to your comment. But other comments will discuss them because they're valid for this conversation. Go ahead, T-Boy, quickly.
Why you know I like to respond to that?
No, because it take we away from the conversation we are discussing. We're having a reaction on this interview about fighting corruption and the interview with former President Koroma. So I will limit to that.
This people need to be addressed because now corruption.
No, I will do a different program for that. The T-Boy, not divert. You can't allow certain people to take you out of the conversation.
I totally agree with you, but at times also when the nail is being hit hard, you hit it hard from the other side, so you raise the head up. So basically, it's just to create an awareness at the back of their mindsets. And
there is not going to be any awareness.
No. It's just food for thought, because at the end of the day, your comments are vital to us, but they are not doing us any harm at all. Sometimes it's just good that we can address these things. But anyway, we can take it on a private basis, so we don't need to go down that road. But yeah, with reference to your question again, Juma, I think we get to look at what we would do, how would they raise them, how would they raise them, issues they also would talk about. So basically, we were not meant to be sitting down here talking about this. We actually create a platform for the people in camp can talk about it and stuff here. So, but let Femi don't make them clear, as what we all done they say. We have professionals in their rights, claiming to be professionals, and they are definitely telling us, I can't talk.
Yeah.
And I'm asking, why don't you want to? Oh, well, I don't like to do public talking on issues like this, but on other issues, yes, you can call on me.
Yeah.
If you're a criminal lawyer, why would you be scared to defend a thief and also be scared to defend a murderer?
Right.
Aren't you a criminal lawyer? So because if you're making those differences to say, okay, you only choose what you do, fine, that's your opinion. But at the end of the day,
possibly that goes to show what Karamoh Kabba they say. Just now, you might want to brand him as a opposition politician, but he stated that people are scared to talk, people are scared to engage, because when you talk, you might lose your job, you might not get clients, they might kidnap you and go keep you some side, your family go can't cry by you. How many times have you got calls from family and friends telling you, hey, T-boy, you know, when I get for take them, this tia wanna they do so, you know, say how many times do you get that every day?
If not me yesterday, I start, for a possibility, but sorry, I didn't start doing this yesterday, like overnight, and we know the effect for glam, because we've been in the midst of all these two political parties, and even the third one, and even the fourth one, and even the fifth one. So no big deal. Some people, it's new for them. It's new for them to rub shoulders with the hoity-toity of the politicians in Sierra Leone. For us, it's not new. Right. And doors, we've opened all the doors. There is no door that we haven't opened when politics was not even politics. But not to say we're afraid for talk, not to say we talk because we want for talk. We've been addressing these issues like 10, 15 years ago.
Correct.
Yeah? So it's not new to me. So basically, when people are scared to say certain things, I think anybody will have been for say guys are stubborn, they say things to you, not to say they feature you, but I say my mind. I might have offended so many people in the past, possibly presently, but again, it's my opinion. Yeah. And if I deal with you on a one-to-one basis, I possibly say something where you know, like, fine, come and confront me. But I don't believe in the fact, say, they say you mind because you're afraid for one or two things where somebody can't say to you because you don't forget the next person offended. I came from a very diverse family background when it comes to politics. I get senior members then of my family with the SAPP, with the APC, with the PMDC. Yeah. So these are not new things for me. It was even the C4C.
Yeah, and NGC too.
Couple of years ago, some choose not to talk to me, some talk to me, some have their own reservation of even associating themselves with me. Fine. Yeah. In SAPP, some refuse to give me job because they said I'm APC. In APC, some refuse to give me job because they say I'm SAPP. I don't face that. So that is not a battleground for me no more. For me, Sierra Leone comes first. When I left London and go sit down salon for almost 10 years, I did not work for political parties. I serve. We create job employment. We work with people who needed our services most. So basically, this is not new to us. We always stay in the position for say what we believe in. It's an
they say they're not go back anymore. Is that what you're saying essentially?
Well, I'm not going to say I feel like me for power, but sometimes I die now.
Right. All right. Let me come. I see somebody, Abdul Salam, who is say all the former presidents in the world interview are made public. Why not Sierra Leone? France, former president Sierra Leone is all over the media. So, Mr. Wuri, agree with you. you know, there's a possibility, and Mr. Palmer, Femi, made an example to the commissions of inquiry, that, and Tiboy said the same thing, the commission of inquiry was live on national TV. So nobody no questions say no for the on national TV. But we're talking about an interview. Interview is not a trial. Interview, maybe there is a case to answer or not a case to answer. So you cannot make an interview public where you're not even able to get a bottom of it for say the Anti-Corruption Commission self even get a case force for taking a court. How many cases, corruption cases, in recent times within the last 2 years of people that within our government or where they serve in public offices right now, where they don't call, but then Anti-Corruption Commission drop the case, they're not able to go to court because they're not getting enough evidence or they're not facing a case where they're able to get merit on. So just for answer that question, I don't know if Femi or Tiboy want for two light on that. Then there's another question from Yodu Production. He said, I thought this program will tell about the 20% interview revealing the shady deals at two-tile mining. Mr. Yodu Production, if you're able for help with the details, because we tried to ask Mr. Karamoh Kabba about the details of the interview, he said he not qualify for say that because now legal issues, now the legal people then go talk about that. But if you know more, please share with me. Now that make one forget this conversation. It's a reaction. Go ahead, Femi or Tiboy.
Femi on?
Yes, Mr. Palmer.
Okay, I'll come. I think
Mr. Palmer first because
okay,
I know they get opportunity for get her for talk all the time. So today, because today they ask me why make now Mr. Palmer last the talk all the time. So today is part of the program, Mr. Conte, Alaji Conte.
Okay, repeat exactly what you want to make a comment on.
Okay, my comment is Mr. Wuri say why other presidents, the former presidents, the trials then don't be public trials of corruption. And make reference to France. So me say possibly, you know, because they not reach that stage.
Well, yes. So really and truly, for me, you know, I not think say we for hide the shadows. I mean, I think it's ridiculous. See, if we try for protect one leader or the other or anybody we need for being interviewed, we get for going interviewed in a corner, so the public not gonna know exactly what they talk. If they wanna do it in the public, I'm happy for it. And the viewer right where you see, we they see other interviews them done in the open. So if that's the case, let's do it in the open. But you know, for me, my own thing is too many things that we're not supposed for personal public eye, the personal public eye. We they see letter them as soon as these letters get written and signed, they're on social media already before even then deliver to the person where is supposed to get the letter. I just think say we they kind of abuse social media in many ways in Salon. So you know, from the crowds that we may see, we've been in at it for the last couple of days over this interview thing. I think say Tiboy touched on them earlier on. We say, you know, responsibility, security responsibility. You know, if you're going to do that, sometimes you for put measures in place for ensure say you don't create that kind of chaos. But because imagine say you come or walk, you try for pass, go your own way, you couldn't, because the whole street was blocked by fans of former president Ernest Bai Koroma and all the other bizarre body they just one can see exactly what's in the happen. So you're creating possible conflicts in the country where you're not supposed to do. We're all for able for act responsibly. If you're going to do that, take him to somewhere. You know, don't disclose. You don't even get to disclose the interview. Just have the interview, then come back and make a statement, a press release, say we've interviewed so and so, and these are our findings. Or if you want to make it public, again, take and go to some secluded place when technology world put the cameras out so everybody sees, everybody hears, everybody does anything. Anything we want to do, let's try for them, but let's do them responsibly. we're not to picking them. You know, some people in the chat room might already act like a picking them, so I'm not even going to comment on them no more. we're grown ups, you know, we for act maturely, you know, not to because me papa na APC for be say when APC they do bad safe and not go talk, or if me papa na SLPP they do bad safe and not for talk. Party picking them, on a move forward. We all want the better of the country. Let's try and get there.
Today, the first I hear you use one new jargon. One day I know you use one. Please, have you pronounce the word and they? I think when you go grammar school, must have you pronounce the word and they. Party picking them.
Now we not the party picking them. See for me now into the group, are we so?
Yeah.
No, but so the answer to the question where you say, yeah, I totally agree. Say there are other nations that we don't interview them, past leaders them in that way publicly, and even now Indonesia, the president they go on jail time right now. Is it Indonesia or Philippines?
Yeah,
that woman. So basically, these are things that happen, and when they happen, Tony Blair away them will have to put them under a commission of inquiry when it be done. We're not to be prime minister anymore. It was a public meeting. And even Ken Livingstone, when they want to put him on inquiry on as mayor of London, then can't go na City Hall. Then put him right from the panel. Then invites guests for come na the City Hall for can listen to the question when they get for ask come. Yeah. So these are not secrets. So basically, all we say is, if the process is being done in this format in the beginning, not saying the process shouldn't change, but when the process they change, there should be measures that we put in place for follow up those changes. You don't just change the process overnight, then you don't have contingency measures to put in place.
You get a whole expert the way, you know, when you work in the corporate sector, you understand outside process.
No can discredit people.
No, when you work in the corporate sector, outside process and policies, then they function. Change management, change control, information management is key.
Of course.
Because it make and break an institution.
Of course. Of course.
People process, you know, get for be managed. Okay, go Femi. There are some couple of things there. I want to make an example with all this about public show of interview, but I want to let Femi talk first about this change stuff. Go ahead.
So you're right about change. Again, Tiboy Selo no cry down people and jobs them, but I think we people have been spoiled over the years, so they possibly haven't been trained or haven't been, I'm not going to use the word educated, haven't been encouraged to use the right processes. Now we talk about corruption. I work in a financial organization. Every year I get for sign a declaration on anti-bribery.
Correct.
You understand? And so every year I have to read it and I have to sign it. And not to just change money in the talk, but we money they change and in the talk, but there are many things them we they under the word corruption. And literally, if you look at Sierra Leone, a lot of international companies might not want to do business at Sierra Leone because the anti-corruption laws them no go permit them for work na environments them we get na Sierra Leone. If we want Sierra Leone to change, we need to deal with these things. I can't even take a client out to dinner nowadays. I can't buy a client a Christmas present because all the thing and they are stated.
Explain clients, let people understand.
Somebody where in company they benefit from your company. Yes, a customer. So basically, if I give you a contract, if you they give me a contract, I can't buy you anything in return. I can't even give you a watch to say thank you. Then sin and they all are seen as corruption. You understand? So maybe in Sierra Leone, maybe in Africa, we will say corruption with this. Say that person go to $5 billion or $5 million, whatever the situation is. But in this side of the world where we reside, corruption is when you benefit from something, from somebody where you in charge of that person in contract. I think we need for really and truly look at our country. If we want our country to improve, we need to change a lot of things that we do for encourage big businesses then for Kana Salon.
Right. Okay. I'll be one for make one example quick, and there's a question or question/comment where I want to follow we discuss, and that is very important as well from Eodu Production. Eodu Production look they dominate the chat today, which is good.
Not saying dominate the chat too.
No, well, you don't point them relevant, that meaning towards the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my point. Okay, let I make a comparison here, because when you talk about being open and transparent about issues we get for do with national interest, in this case, the former president, you say people they say, oh, they're not for making secret for interview. Fine, we agree. But that has not been the practice. That has not been the process. But it not mean say it's not supposed to happen. It can happen. But I want to ask two questions or make two examples. When they do the Paulo Conte treason trial, okay, T-boy, you dey listen me?
I dey listen.
The Paulo Conte treason trial, the hard evidence where for being make the process all short or decide whether that man for die or live was a CCTV camera.
Mm-hmm.
He say this CCTV camera go able for sure waiting happen now this situation for sure whether them be tell me for go up with the bag we get gone or them be even allow for search me. What was the government's defense? Then say they're not going to issue the CCTV camera out because it threatens national security. So you for me go kill that person because you say he threatens national security. Then 30 days the people of Sierra Leone not for know whether this man actually been take gun for go kill the president as they alleged at the time, or now frame them, be the trial for frame them. We have right to talk about this because the trial done, so I can talk about it freely. So then one example. The second example, Anti-Corruption Commission, what they call a Scorpion Squad, go capture teachers, where then say when they take bribe, corruption for exam malpractices. Not also?
Yeah.
Waiting and do them. Then bring them come middle cutting tree, hang placard pan them, parade them. Waiting happen? The president of Sierra Leone, President Julius Maada Bio, apologized on behalf of the Anti-Corruption Commission, and the people of Sierra Leone say that was a wrong practice. Because you don't find the people that are guilty yet. You already don't punish them, you don't humiliate, you don't disgrace them. So the reason I say this, it's okay to make former President Koroma an interview public. It's not a problem. But how can you make something public where you not even investigate yet and know whether you get a case for carry on with na courts? Anti-Corruption Commission not a try. Anti-Corruption Commission, they investigate and aid the process. Now the court of law, now they try. So go ahead, T-boy, or you wanna ask that question where the person talk about?
Yeah, ask the question.
All right, so if the question relates, it said, Mr. T-boy, this is because it's a civilized country where they respect rule of law. They went to EBK home for private meeting. What happened? Sokobana came out stopping the rule of law. So that's wrong. Let's say the truth where necessary, guys. Again, both parties need to do more for the people of Sierra Leone. I want you to comment, then me go come with me on comments.
I don't want us to sit on this platform as in we are defense lawyer for
No, but it's reaction. So we got to make them interactive.
Okay. Because it will look like a defensive kind of platform, but I will respond. And according to the leak audios that we hear, I think the IG self testify and accept the fact, say, that we don't do previous interview with the president before. Now this same location.
Yes.
And they not get any issues about this at all. Was that interview announced?
No.
Were we aware of that interview date or where it is going to take place or when?
No.
So what do you make we hear about that interview day? Now when they leak the audio out. So basically the process had taken place before and it was a peaceful process.
Right.
There was no public announcement about the process. There was no public announcement about the location. There was no public announcement about the dates of this particular interview. Well, let me don't do before. And the IG accepts, say yes, we will not get any of the issue there. But if now issues the day, now because there was a concern, say, everything where they happen is on social media. Like we Femi highlights earlier on, then they sack you. You don't even get the official sack letter yet, but you go in on Facebook. I have known people who have received their sack letters online.
Now, person they call and tell us, say, hey, bro, sorry, so they don't.
Yeah, you don't see the letter. They actual letter. Hey, but man, not gonna office again. But okay, that process is possibly wrong. But why wouldn't you go back to that place and hand over to speak? Because even when they sack you now yourself in London, because when they make comparison to the Western world, right? Say the Western world, they accept all this process for happen because they have systems. So all they say, if the system that we so hold to maximum degree in Europe, in America, will they? And most of we where they go salon back again, so now the same country, most of we all come out. But when they get into the shores of Sierra Leone, it's a different ballgame.
Oh, yeah.
I refuse to accept the 15% quota before you give me a job. I was in Freetown for 2 years. I did not take no public job because your 15% is for yourself. It's not for me. If you don't believe in my potential to deliver that particular job, don't give it to me. Then they turn around and say, what's the name of that thing? But because they come to London, wait, so now go sober now. But guess what? If I was meant to be corrupt, I would have been a corrupt media practitioner. But guess what? That is not what we are here for. But in response to the question, a process similar to what happened where they pull Sokobana, they don't happen. And it was not a public announcement. It was not a public statement by no party. So both parties get role for play in terms of being responsible for that particular incident. One, now the fact say, una they raise alarm. Two, the people that way una they go raise alarm forget people that around the way go say no, they can do X, Y, Z in my own place. Then how you now expect for like the person where you go for go talk to the one way you go for go protect in your interest?
No, they say including civil society. That was very embarrassing for civil society organizations. The former president, no come out, Usai Itap, you get for drive 2 miles, drive 2+ miles for reach Usaide, from Usaide the people and be they out there. Okay? In not come out, you don't get any kind people and they imagine if that former president been decide for come out, it come na do. What would have happened? Civil society did not ask that question there. You know? So like you stated, if they're not been done, make all these social media pronouncements, we not for being reached that stage day. Then for don't do the interview, then they add, sometimes they it good for announce you success and glory than for announce you intention. The reason they say this, if the Anti-Corruption Commission be don't go interview the former president, then they can pull a press release and tell we say we don't go interview the former president for alleged corruption claims and things like that. Now, so we don't go. We next stage that for charge and to court. People for me don't say, wow. Then people are really, they woke. You understand? And for them achieve two goals. One, the APC people not for saying a witch hunt or political game. Two, the people that we truly believe, say, the Anti-Corruption Commission, they fight corruption for say, wow, they really they do their work, because not to all man go get man go interview former president. That's one. So for come to your do production in question where he ask you, me want for Rob Mott. Not true. Every country you say rule of law they operate. Nobody not for escape that law they. But one thing where me want for say Naya, now that even the civilized nations, what you never for understand, they say you know the hurry past makers. You know the jump or run before you waka. You dey creep, you team up, you begin tete, you waka before you begin run. But when you want for do all the same time, you dey for them, you bought it, you lost, you want it, when you don't begin grow. Because even, let's take America for example. People in high profile places, they just grab and go interview them and put them on public television. The FBI, then go decide, and they accommodate and ask you, who say we go meet? You want Canada office, you want Canada this location, or we go offer for come meet you now you host. They interview you, then say, okay, we'll contact you again, then give you the card. If you get more information we want for share with them. It's a process. Let's take recent example to the United States. The sitting president, Donald Trump, will for go out now. How many years they don't say he evade tax, he depend tax corruption and all that?
Yeah.
Do you know how many interviews where they don't do with them or in lawyers them? Now after the fact, now in Santiago say them possibly approaching lawyer. Nobody no waiting them talk about behind the scene. But it does not mean say the process not the work. The process is working. All right, Mr. Yodu, I hope that helped with your question or comment about rule of law. Yeah, Mr. Tiboy, I see you say you answer the last question out there. Somebody asked a question.
Well, now statement the person make.
Okay.
And I just want to respond to the statement. If the person want for show pictures of we in 2018 election, I go equally show them pictures of we in which election?
1996, 2002.
1996. No, I'm going to even show them pictures of we doing SAPP inauguration. So, for see pictures of me in the APC campaign, that's not a secret. And I even get a reference point the way if I go check and see some of the activities the way we were employed to do and what we do, doing all those stuff that we ever talk about. So, but I think there are times when people grow old to be a child, and there are times when people grow from being a child to a big man. Yeah. And I think if we don't become relevant to some of these people, so be it.
Right.
If we were not before, so be it. And this is a platform for Facebook is free, but we were when Facebook wasn't free. So basically anybody can say and do anything. I cannot defend anything that I don't know. I can defend what I know. So to cut this long story short, now what you are today is what you will be tomorrow and forever. So my shells or our shells are not behind us, they are in front of us. So basically anything they can throw is something that we can stand. And we've seen worse. This is a joke form of somebody trying to unscrew something that has been well tied. So basically, let's keep having those sort of conversation. It's quite good. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think if you are proud of who you are, you will be who you are from the point of your name and everything that you stand for. But when you hide behind shadows, you forever remain to be behind shadows. Yeah. That's what politics is all about. Politics is about interest. And if you don't have interest, don't play the game. We are not playing political games. We are advocating political platforms for everybody to come and share it. If we've done it for Joe Blogs, we can do it for Jacob, we can do it for Susan, and for Marie. If you choose not to, tough luck. It's your problem. Deal with that, bro.
All right. So somebody asked a question we possibly directed to me, Felix Fode. He said, Mr. Juma, are you a speculative journalist or an investigative one? What I want to say, I do not have say mean at this or that one day, depending on the situation. Today, we dey do reactions on an issue we get for do with national concern, and it is my role to make sure, and as a Sierra Leonean, and I get rights to my opinion. You cannot gag me from saying what I believe. It's my opinion. They don't have to be the fact, and you not get for biam. You know, we might disagree or agree. So Mr. Juma may be a speculative journalist or an investigative one, depending on the story, the issue, or the conversation we discuss. So I hope that helps, Mr. Fode. And I would like to hear more from you on your reaction, whether you think, say, the ACC, the Sierra Leone Police and Office of National Security, as well as the former president, whether they handle this thing in the best interest of Sierra Leone. That's what we'd like you to comment on, if possible. Let me see here. Mr. Fode say, Juma, to the ex-president of France has been scandalously put on the media that he's going to face the law in court, and he was in court on Tuesday. I'm not sure you are putting the right balance here. All right, that's your opinion as well. Waiting me say that before you go public, you for make sure, because the burden of proof is on the Anti-Corruption Commission to prove beyond all reasonable doubts, because you cannot just say somebody corrupt, a thief, or you say somebody kill, that becomes the gospel truth. You have to prove beyond all reasonable doubt. So that is why you investigate. And if you don't put out your investigation out before you able to gather your evidence, then you come out and tell people, say, well, what I've been saying yesterday, not true. You undermine the work of the Anti-Corruption Commission. That's my opinion. You know, you may think otherwise. All right, I think for begin round up now, Mr.
Let me say something.
Yes, Mr. Palmer, go over to you, sir.
Yes, so I just want to remind people about the reason why we there so today. And why we did talk Bokunomo, because this was supposed to be an interview, really. Yeah. For the latecomers, we interviewer gets an incident on the way up to the provinces. So, for able for Sidom, which we too long. So we had him at the beginning. He gave his thoughts on some of the questions we posed to him. And we had to let him go because he had to sort out issues with, as I say, happened to him on the road. And he was kind of stranded in the middle of nowhere. But because he been on giving in what said he came on for a short while. So we apologize if not been really and truly talk to him. But the one we log in early, I'm sure say they hear some of the things we demand me get for say. I was following the chat, and they're asking about what kind of journalism Juma you do follow and stuff, and people in the GU then they suggest how you for do things, and everybody different. And as Juma say, depending on the topic at hand and the area where they tackle we can switch. The word is devil's advocate, so we can argue the case for, even though we might not truly believe in the cause. But today we did talk about corruption. We did talk about if the whole thing has been handled properly. From my perspective, this one to say Ajemo, this is not Femi. In perspective, I would again say no, it has not been handled properly at all. But I believe say the work of the anti-corruption people, it's a hard job to do. I would not wish it on any of una. If una want that job, they feel free. And nothing say that job they get better pay. And when I say pay, I'm not talking about financial gain, because financial gain they give almost million today. Tomorrow you get for pay that money they back anyway. So there's no financial gain. Now bad name no more that work they get. So anybody or any people away actually go down the inside and they, say he don't realize say he wants to possibly make a difference. Something and they work in they go as far as we able reach, we able go further because of lack of skills, lack of support, blah blah blah. Those could be the cases. I think say no more they could have handled it better. And I hope say in future, waiting like they also be, then go learn from certain mistakes that we then make and address them differently. Some of the commissioner himself, na young man, so he's going to make mistakes. So I not think so we for castigate him, to the full. Maybe more experience, go open the eye for see better. Una we sabi. Una advice, not just criticize for the sake of criticism. Looking at the chat, people are just pointing fingers at us and making silly comments. Not knowing our background, not knowing the work we don't do
you're
for
mistaken.
either party.
Those people know very well.
No, let's assume, because then they make assumptions. So me say they can't make assumptions about them. As T-Boy say, you can walk inside State House right now, and if you ask 2-3 people and then will tell you, see, we don't actually work for them through thick and thin in the past. None of us here are aligned to one Green Party. We have worked for both those parties. And as boys, not even the two parties no more. We don't work with PMDC from where they form. From right at the beginning of PMDC, we worked with them. We have pictures, we have videos. We worked with SLP. SLP not for talk. I think saying that they don't gain from
almost SLPP or CIJ media.
No, let's not go down that line. But we've worked for them as individuals.
Would they begin call that
no,
Juma. Would they make a list?
No, Juma, we don't do that. So all the way to the top, all the way to the top of we government. Yeah, we don't work with them. And I'm not forgetting some of these people were based in London. Yeah. So we worked with them hand in hand. We sabi they host them. Some of them sabi we host them. Not to then sabi we family, we sabi them family. So they're not strangers to us. Not to because we don't blow our own trumpets. Most of the time we're behind the scenes. We don't make the noise with other people and they make, because we're here, as we say, to work. If we believe in what you desire for do, we will work with you. Some people they ask you for go take party card. Hence why we stopped working for them. So then forget the relationships we need before, then say if we now work again, we now go take party card. And I'm not saying this is SLPP. It could be APC. But you understand, the point is, as Sierra Leoneans, we should be able to work for the betterment of Sierra Leone. If you born an APC host, right now, the SLPP government they in charge, you have something to give to that government for make Salon better. It is your responsibility to do so, and not just wait, say at the way to APC Canapa that can lend them a hand. No, because unless the country will never go forward, and vice versa. If you born an SLPP host, you for support the government at hand, even if that government is an APC, you arch rivals. Because you want to see the betterment of Sierra Leone. But as a person they say na Facebook, they say Femi no know nothing about politics, Femi na political novice. Maybe I am. You and the Sabi man. I wonder what you they do for Apple country go before.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Pama. Well, I want to respond again to Mr. Felix, T. Felix Fode. I like your comment, For me, I like, when somebody challenge.
Try for me, man. I didn't see that comment.
Again, I expect you, Mr. Fode say, you don't have an opinion here, Mr. Juma. You should be balanced. But I want to tell you, Mr. Fode, that in my opinion, you are wrong. I have an opinion, and my opinion matter. You may disagree with it. That's your right. Just like how you said, get your opinion right now for saying, you don't get your opinion. So you can't say I don't have an opinion. I ask questions, I provoke conversation, but equally so, I am a Sierra Leonean and I get opinion when it comes to issues of national interest. But for come to what you call the issue about leaking information out, Mr. Fode, not so if this was just something leaked by the media, now a different situation. But this time, an official press release from the Anti-Corruption Commission and a Twitter page from the Anti-Corruption Commissioner. Before they go McKinney, corruption not get for fed back. We they go interview the former president for corruption charges, money laundering. He lists the whole lot of things. And he said, nothing can stop us. We are determined. Based on that, the people that we relate to and elect the former president and feel say they get allegiance to him and loyalty, say, this man are we own policy. We dey go there, balo we go see your brother's keeper. When you neighbor get problem, now you self get problem. And say, good neighbor better pass, far away family. So the people that go there, they say, yeah, we dey want for see wetin dey happen. Except if the intention of the Anti-Corruption Commission was not to do an interview, now that possibly make them not go through the first channel or use the first process where they use. Because on that leaked audio, even that statement was that, okay, now we the lawyer them, we the commot nado, we the can't take una, we disguise una. So when they see we motoka, now the president young people and then the former president young people and then they see, they know they see you now. They agree. Whether they come on now say that they're afraid for their life. That's pass. Former president, they cannot tongue. They went back and made the announcement again. Why? But they want to send a letter say, well, now they can't free tongue, so if anything happen, now you the whole responsible. No. I don't think that's fair. And that's my opinion, Mr. Fode. You may disagree, but that's my
Well, for respond to you, Juma.
Yeah.
If that Femi want to do you want to come that commissioner wake up for can do the interview.
Yeah. The deputy, yeah.
The deputy commissioner wake up for can do the interview. He look at the situation at McKinney. And even when they don't get protection with the lawyers, the way they represent the former president.
Yeah.
He said no, he not feel safe. This is the deputy commissioner of Anti-Corruption Commission. So now, take those two people aside and then bring them come now, you put them parallel to each other. Which one more weight for security risk than the other?
Right.
So if that man not feel safe, he is just the deputy commissioner of anti-corruption. What about the former president who doesn't have two terms? How can he feel safe?
Right.
With the same kind hostile environment where he go with, you know, even show off. Yeah. So basically, all this is down to security apparatus. Yeah. If the security apparatus is not strong enough, then there's going to be a serious issue. But for come back to what Femi did highlights earlier on, I don't know who these people. I'm struggling really to get myself on Facebook right now because Facebook don't block me. Sometimes for them, some kind of thing so they are. I don't know. Sometimes I done the investigation, but I would have actually asked who Current K is, and me at a challenge and say, we waka. If me and into waka, now the platform.
So don't distract. Don't allow that to distract.
No, Juma. Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes, if he really feels say he is a party person, yeah, cool, no stress. Let's work in the same party where you belong, and let you see who that delegates yes. Because some of these people don't even know they want to be relevant. So sometimes you have to put them in their own position where they belong. Because we've been doing this, and I will say today is historical for us. You know why? You know why is it historical for us? Because today is one of the days that we've been engaged.
I know.
In less focused conversation on this platform.
Right.
Where really we have so many people watching, but at the same time, we have unfocused attention on trivia things that were not really essential to what we discussed.
Right.
Quote unquote. If it looks like a way of saying we can't distract their identity. We say, we go on platform, we don't call you. But the good thing is they have composed themselves with the rules and regulation and way they abide to now we platform.
And that is the good thing, you know. You have to disagree like this. I like these kind of things. You disagree as long as or the, you know, that's fine. That's the spirit. That's what it's supposed to be.
I really totally accept some of these things because again, we have a platform where criticize us. We don't have to come onto our defense to satisfy you because we're not working for you. Yeah, we work as long as the masses will discover for satisfy in really a small way. Appreciate the small thing what they do. That's fine. Because like the benefit of Stallone is paramount than to me the benefits of an individual. So that's what I would do.
Yeah. What you call up, Mr. Alhaji Amara Kebe asked me a question as well, and I'll try to respond to that.
I didn't see that question there, but me, anyway, go on.
So today I'm home Christmas. So it said, have you ever seen anyone in Europe or America going out to defend any politician? Juma, this question is for you because you guys are making comparison. Yes, Mr. Alhaji Amara Kebe, I will tell you outrightly say, yes, in Europe, in America, people, then they go out and defend politicians. Simple example, now Mr. Donald Trump. He's a politician, he's the president, the 45th president of the United States. We saw thousands, hundreds of thousands of people going out there defending him, fighting for him, even camping where they say get COVID, then go camp. Now the hospital promote. Then the man come on in sick bed. He come on in sick bed with a mask. Usa for being there under quarantine. He can't wave his supporter them. He tell them thank you. Then he go back. So that was not campaign. That was them showing solidarity with somebody who they believe in. So yes, sir. People and they come out. So I don't know whether that answers your question, but I'll make that because it's recent and you can relate to that. Or if you want, if you go on YouTube, you can able for find that evidence. Say people then come out and can support Donald Trump. You will get hundreds or thousands of videos out there where go say that. All right, so this one are for Mr. T-Boy. Mr. T-Boy. No, don't be okay. What's happened today in this platform is so interactive. I like it. Juma has just responded amicably to my question. All right, thank you, Mr. Fode. We're happy to have you as well. Let me go to Alhaji Amara Kebe Lord. You really did Europe and America for answer your question. Look at Trump. All right, so somebody just validates my question. So you don't need for go search again. And yeah, let me see. Let's see. I like Mr. Yodu production in comment. The one they'll get for invite and Kawo, they talk politics now. So they say, I'm telling you, my dear, they don't have to be biased. There was no need for EBK to put up resistance to ACC. Now of the ACC government security had reacted to EBK resistance and maybe life were lost. What would you have? What would you say? Something like that. So they say. Apparently, former President Koroma put up resistance and no agree forget interview, and also if the ACC be react, waiting for be happen. I want to say, based on the communication that we don't come out, both from the Anti-Corruption Commission, both from former President Koroma, and even from the Inspector General of Police, there is no evidence which shows say the former president put up resistance. What I saw na communication, conversation, and negotiations. You negotiate. Say, okay, T-boy, but we need for meat. Juma, okay, yeah, we need for meat. Usai.
No, don't forget the conversation. Ask me the question and I'll respond.
Hello, T-boy.
Yes, Juma, what's up?
Right now, you get problem, they don't call you complain, and me and Femi, they investigate you, so we need for meat, for let you come explain yourself.
Who stay want to see me, or who stay want to look at me?
We want for let we meet tomorrow morning.
Who's side?
Pademba Road, Cambridge Street Junction.
No, I don't know what team. So what team Femi tell you say something wrong? Now who's kind of complain you able to me say?
Well, apparently then tell me say you breach the CRGM media code of practice and we policies and procedures. That's been the complaint against you.
Well, okay, no problem. Almost like we are local meets, but we here before meet some science way slightly neutral because me not trust Pademba Road area, man. That is not a safe side for me.
But Pademba Road. But why you want follow meet not cutting tree specifically?
Because they open, all man they see me near you. So if anything happens, all man gonna say that something happen. Because I don't like Femi in business. Femi they make too much accusation to me right now.
Well, you know that for matter whether you like Femi in business or not. This now an issue where them bring come and we get for address them and we get for address them formally. So it's important that we meet and for past tomorrow.
Okay. Well, if I think it's important, no problem.
So just make sure say where you they come, not car with none of you family them, not car with nobody. This meeting get for be with you, but if you car with people, if anything happen, now you the all responsible.
Well, mama like you, me wanna go for work for camp and I can talk the one for camp to me. So because something I need to fuck out somebody.
Well, if you don't get nothing for it, why you fuck out people?
Well, I need me a witness just in case.
Well, we're not able to accommodate people them. Now you no more need for this interview. And if you not come now at your own risk, and we will hold you squarely responsible for anything will happen after that.
Well, I go talk to somebody, I will call you back, like nothing happen.
All right, you need for call we urgently and make sure say we agree. And the time for the meeting at 8 o'clock in the morning, for past that time there as well, because we need for make decision now.
I will make you know.
All right, so we give 24 hours. Well, actually, we give 5 hours for call we back and let you know. Okay.
I'll do that, sir.
That,
no problem.
they agree, say, waiting, then tell Femi, and waiting and tell we that not true. So that means you they dodge.
I'm not saying they dodge. I'm not saying they come. I only tell you, say, if you make account somebody for can make the mistake give me a witness, I'm not go just come down when you want gain. Because if Femi don't go make this kind of stuff against me, I need somebody for can listen with the come for say, well, okay, now this person myself can so if can't don't make you listen to what this accusation say all about you because I don't understand why they say I for coming one. But if you say I'm not for candidate person, then I'll get back to you in about the 5 hours then we don't see so.
Okay.
Possibly we go renegotiate a better time or we go talk about it more.
Right. So, well, somebody just don't hint in our social media say the reason we make you have for let we go na cotton tree now because you get cocoa under the cotton tree and babalao them, you get them there. So then just don't tell we na message they don't send to. So now we don't know what in I employ. But anyway, for we viewers them, these are kind of like situations where they happen. Now this now happen where me understand. It was negotiation. You tell me what you want. I tell you what you want, we see what's reasonable and work in the interest of Sierra Leone. So, Mr. Yodu Production, I don't think the former president was putting up a resistance, and that has not been what has been communicated to us, both from the ACC, the former president in office, as well as the Sierra Leone police. So,
if I just get a quick flashback to that incident, we'll just do a role play on so.
Right.
It's not facts incidents will happen to me now, in my practice whilst I was there. I went into some kind business dealing with somebody where all of a sudden they say I don't embezzle money. I'm like, really? You see, that's not my problem. problem. So at the office, I say, oh, phone call from Adelaide Street Police Station. I'm like, huh? Adelaide, what's it? They say, Adelaide Street Police Station. This is not inspector, so and so they call. Is this Sylvester Dugba? I say, yes, it is. Okay. Then don't summon you at Adelaide Street Police Station, so you get for answer to the case. This was like 11 o'clock. I'm like, huh? Okay, no problem. I want to block you like I can do. No, you for can now. And I said, no, I can't scan now. I just scan office and I get for can send to me before I just grab and let's go. I said, so give me till 2 o'clock at the candy. He said, you sure? Eh? I said, of course, I'll be there for 2. So like I was you say so, what's it happen? I would say all the staff in the kind of office and I take one of my senior staff. I said, don't call me at the Lake Street Police Station. I said, well, I don't know who that don't go late statement against me at the Lake Street Police Station.
So they don't even tell you that late complaint?
No, they don't tell me that thing. I said, I just turn up no more.
Right.
So I said, well, so I don't know what's in this situation. I don't know that I don't make this allegation against me. I beg the account logo. Because if they don't go against me, I'll use somebody, they will talk to me, not against you, boy. We went to Adelaide Street Police Station. 2 o'clock, I was there, called the inspector. I said, Inspector, I didn't Adelaide Street. Now, what's he did? He said, hey, shut up. I didn't He said, I come. I walked into a room full of people. I'm like, okay. And I know all of them. After explanation upon explanation upon explanation, I was so religious that day. While they talked to the inspector, the guy they watched me say, he said, you're not Christian? And I said, no, I'm not a Christian, sir. I said, why you ask? He said, because you don't call God now, pass all man. I'm like, well, that's just me. But what's everyone just care for show to them? Now, an open discussion, now I create on the platform, who start made the people the all way, then go still make allegation against me. And these are people that I know very well. I'm like, how can you do this? Why do you have to do this? Because you don't make this allegation. And now we don't come now. They say they need evidence. I have evidence to support. I guess all the receipts of all what I be buy for put together for this particular thing, I just get that all. But God's so good, when you are honest with what you're doing, you keep records. I've been self-employed for more than 30, 40 years of my life. So I know how to keep records. I kept all this as evidence. When I pull and front the inspector, he said, no, no lie. Then I said, what do you mean a lie? He said, so what do you mean be careful? I said, no, something like which one's no more.
Also,
then the first thing you go with the allegations, say them for do thorough investigation. Okay, there's nothing wrong with doing thorough investigation, but you provide the process for us because we cannot use our resources to do your thorough investigation. Similar kind of situation with the former president and the government situation. You want to do investigation? Yes. Don't use my resources. And you tell me like I use me influence for stop on a process. I can't.
Right.
I am being investigated. So you use your resources and go as far as you can in using your resources to investigate me.
Right.
I am not stopping you to do your investigation. So as far as me concerned, if I was in that position of the commissioner of the commissioner, I need a struggle self for dealing with the Ernest Kabba situation.
Right.
Because it is a simple process for me as far as I'm concerned. I can interrogate him any time of the day and the hour without even public awareness. Now they go call public, say, but I tell this man like he left for stop.
They be me all the time, every day, every other day, they call me for questions. You can ask me 2 questions today, then you decide, okay, Mr. Former President will come back to you on another day. When I go back to you know, in the month for now. It's as simple as that. Somebody one beats me now, so I get for ask that question. The Ipromo Salon say, he said, Juma, why always wait the one for interview EBK President Bio they go near the border? Well, possibly it's just a coincidence that he decided. Again, you know, so possibly we'll trivialize this issue, but it's very serious because, you know, now you have to put, what I for say, what's not the word for use now? So you play scenarios them. Are these just coincidence or not deliberate things? Because the first one, we understand, say the President's Bureau been in a bond. Whether for people McKinney. So this one, it de Kailao. So, is it just a coincidence? And the thing will make me concerned about this, why we're laughing about it, but it's very serious. Why always now that time the police or the Office of National Security, they come with a statement sternly warning the former president or the opposition, say the security of the country, they now and if anything happen, will hold you responsibly. It will hold you responsible. It don't happen 1, 2, or 3 times. So is it just a coincidence? I'm asking it. We might not have to answer that. So it's just a food for thought here.
No, that food for thought is the same question I will ask anybody else.
Okay, Mr. Palmer,
you get answer for that day? I don't, because
Mr. Palmer, I want to touch on that.
It's okay, left for take serious thing and make
You do my left. You do my left. You left.
You my left. I like it.
You my left.
Yeah, left now for butter.
How Migo can talk waiting at the answer to that question? You get for then at the part in a circle. And so tell the part in for able to answer that question. I don't know. I don't even want even touch this if the person will put the question. Sometimes don't notice something. So sometimes I can elaborate on that thing for me we discuss them further. But okay. I want to talk about what Tiboy been say earlier on about being arrested. Well,
I said they're coming for investigation.
call for investigation.
Mr. Ben will play me on scenario.
So Sierra Leone is a very complex environment. As you don't have me mutka, Tiboy been there with me one day. We come out Wilkinson Road with the gun tongue. Now this police motorbike, this Okada looking bike just pulled up na the passenger side next to me. I didn't at the front passenger seat and say, Mr. Palmer, I shock. Femi Palmer, I say, yes. I say, who da you be? Why you want? He say, oh, me na inspector, whatever, give me position, na policeman. Blah blah blah. Now I say, okay. I say, but you not look like policeman, because he wasn't in uniform. He literally wear jeans and a short jeans. I think they wear with some careless top. So I say, you get any identification? He say, no. I say, okay, because we didn't have traffic, so cars not moving. We stagnant. He able move because in a bike. We there on Congo Cross, I think, or Wilkinson Road. Congo Cross. So so we stopped there now. So he keeps questioning me. Say, he want invite me go to police station. I be exact what they done. So we were having fun in the car before he joined. So we were in a jovial mood. So we said, I'd invite you to a police station. My quick reaction was a party day. And he didn't take it very kindly, But I asked him on serious. I said, okay. I say, what's the problem? I said, a traffic offense. He say, he can't talk about Dandy now, but make me kind of station. We can talk about Dandy. Make me fall. Or I said, well, I'm kind of the move for the moment, so I can't go anywhere. He said, okay, make me jump on bike and go. I said, no. I said, I value my security. I don't know who you are. You know, able to prove identification to me. So we negotiated for a while. Yeah. Eventually he had one and he left because I really thought it was some kind of a crank joke. How police go can hold me, come not in uniform, no identification or nothing. I told him I value my security. Anyway, so later on that day, I get a call from somebody else. We say, himself, now policeman, he didn't invite me to go to station. So I say, okay. He say, maybe good to in previous colleague we meet me now. That's okay, but I don't know who you guys are. I say, that station you call for me? Say yes. I say, I can get the station number, make a call you back. You see, no, na mobile phone I use. I want me party a lensing phone. I said, but hold on a minute, you know. Anyway, we talk. That talk did not go far. Cut off the phone. I try to dial the number back. Nobody picks up. Yeah. So my mom was in the car, so he gets a bit worried. He say, "Now for go see what's in the happen, blah blah blah." I said, "Mom, I get work for good." We were doing some documentary at the time, so we we were kind of busy. But eventually, my mama he called me uncle them. My uncle then send lawyer, then say, "Look, go to the police station." Anyway, we went to the police station, and I got there, and I read the story. We didn't get for tell. Now I see
so you go with family member then?
No, I went with a lawyer.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so my family sent a lawyer to meet me, and we went there.
Right.
So he represented me. We read the case. We sit down. Then put all the case down. We talk. Then after they don't talk, the talk done. The woman say before he talk, in disappointed in the way I talk to her on the telephone. And you are deal with him colleague. Now I say, okay, I explain myself. I say, imagine say somebody stop you, we not get no identification, not get no nothing for shooting a policeman. He say make you jump on your car and go with him. Would you go? The woman say, I say, well, you see, you don't able answer. I say, second, you call me from police station, but you not come with police station number. So basically, we negotiated, we discussed and everything. But they said, well, done now, all the laugh and joke. Because the case where then came go there first of all for good answer to was just null and void. Then they realized say they wasted their time and they wasted my time. By the time I went then I made my statement. But the point is, you know, it's a negotiation. You know, the pan a big man. No matter how you look at me, not a president again, a still big man, it still commands a lot of respect from certain aspects of the country. You know, somebody make reference of somebody make reference of Donald Trump. Donald Trump, no matter what he might be, as somebody saying at the forum, is a racist. You know, no matter what he is, he commanded 70 million people and where they follow him. You know, CNN were very critical of Donald Trump. Yeah, but a lot of the people inside CNN, not all of them are Democrats. Some of them actually voted Republican. They voted for Trump.
Yeah.
You understand? So everybody can lean in ever way you want to do, but when work there for do, on get for do the work. You know, and as I say, if you want get this money attention, there are many ways to do it. Pass how na do and so. Yes, sometimes the part himself, sometimes I people and put an attribute for me call man no say this happen. I don't really know. As I say, now the people inside the man them. Now then go for tell me what happen. So if una na the man inside the man them from APC or SLPP, then una answer what happen. Fine, we go listen, but we're not there. You know, we are saying what the public knows.
Yes.
This guy was invited to come down. He said for some reason, blah blah blah. They went to see him. That didn't happen. Then can't invite and come back now. It don't happen. Then block the one streets. We they talk about now. All man they talk about and then you know, there are better ways to do it from both parties. Both parties and for land say this isn't the right way. Let's not create more problem than we get. Because the problem Iboku, we talk about corruption. So that's a major problem. So let's not they can begin argue about other things that we not get for deal with corruption. We not corruption we want to deal with. You know, now can cover the one whole thing with smoke. They will not deal with the topic at hand.
The fire itself.
Because right now that's all we're talking about. Why about this interview when we should be talking about what happened to our country's money?
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Alhaji Amara Kebe. Is still they go on. So that first question will be asked about if now Europe and America then they jump behind politician they middle one this year. So he say, Juma, I have refrained my question. I meant politicians on corruption charges in Europe and America. Yes, Mr. Alhaji Amara Kebe, and they still go back to the same example where we make. Mr. Donald Trump, when at the 45th president of the United States, gets pending corruption charges, then say he not pay tax. For all the billions that we get now, $750 tax now he pay. And some of the other terms then are 000. So it been the evade tax. So tax na so na corruption. Where you evade tax, so you not pay, you defraud You understand? That is the charge. That's the allegation. But people then still come out and support. I mean, supporters then say, now blackmail, then they blackmail Mr. Donald Trump, and then come out and protest on his behalf. So I hope that answers your question. I don't know if you watch, popular media or you follow, current events. Them that is not Juma saying it, but that's what happened. Is the reality? Yes. So there is an example of that. I don't know what you have to say. Let me see here.
Why is the defendant the Al Capone for tax evasion making them in jail after they don't read them for drug selling or drug trafficking? Say he gets a whole army, military force, then able for physically kitchen. Now tax evasion, I go jail for that. So basically, what thing you describe for make references also now the highest form of criminal offense now the West because that tax they rely on.
Yeah. Tax
they take for building countries. So if you not pay, the way na basic local tax in them country. So if you not pay and if they give you emergency tax, say that you know go do it again. So let's go ahead. You get any more questions?
I think so. We don't. It's been a interesting program, interesting night. It started with one thing, then it opened a Pandora box. We don't discuss a whole lot of things, and we like how people then they scrutinize here at Gem Media. That is why we're here. We do that with other platforms as well. So we appreciate that. Today they didn't do public about the interview, so we only know. Yeah, so somebody, that will just want to bring some of the summaries here, and somebody don't touch on this. So I promo Salon say today they didn't do publicity about the interview, so we only know when it was done. So we didn't have security issues, but when they do what they expect, that people will not work with the former president. So yeah, it come back to the same thing where Femi just say, there are ways of doing things. So they tried a new method today. They did the interview, no publicity. People came to know about it after the fact. Yeah? We'll not see people jumping at it. We'll not see nothing. So then they answer the question and support what Femi say. What would be your last word for this program, T-Boy and Femi? And then we go close.
To me, I want to say thank you to Karamoh Kabba, former resident minister, Eastern Province, and for being able to spend a short time with the interview. As you say, get breakdown on the way to Konoibo for actually give this interview a lot of reference. That's why he was heading to Koidu town, make it before then in comfort zone and do this interview. But unfortunately, it not happen for us. So, but we still give the credit for we be able for taking time and then middle of the streets now the south side in there for make able for give it that short time the way he spend with we. But all what he say now something way he say in his own terms because he say he is not a lawyer, he's not a prosecutor, he's a politician, and he's going to talk in a political way in responding to the topic they see now today as in the reaction of the Anti-Corruption Commission interview towards former President Ernest Bai Koroma. So basically, we also to say thank you I wanted to be panelists, but yeah, today we are the panelists ourselves. So thank you to us for being here today and satisfy our audience for giving them enough information about who we are, what we've done in the past, and exactly what we stand for. I think it's good that they are actually taking us to task, and most of the questions they will come on the chat line. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the chat line right now. I'm just trying to play my own technical skills to be able to access some of the questions. But in a nutshell, I think we appreciate the concerns the people raise about we credibility. We appreciate the fact say people are taking us to task. We appreciate the fact say we create this platform so that we should be scrutinized and also be in the position to scrutinize people. But I'll just do a quick reverse of what you guys have done to us. And that is exactly what we are trying to do to people who are serving within our communities. So why would you find it offensive if this reverse is actually done in another way around? So basically, we've been I will not say we've been embarrassed. We've been embarrassed with questions. We've been embarrassed with accusation. But if we not see the kind way how we respond to some of the questions, there was a time when it was kind of emotional. But guess what? We are professionals. We have to be in the position to be able to differentiate our emotional being and our professional being. If we put ourselves on this platform, it means we should be open to criticism. And how we respond to criticism is really, really important. So if you are looking at us that don't have no financial support, we haven't squandered, we haven't stolen, we haven't done nothing in Sierra Leone that you can hold us responsible for, just for creating this platform, you are scrutinizing us in this kind of way, will you yourself be in the same position to do this same thing that you're doing to us, to people who are in positions right now that you're not sure of their capacity, you're not sure of their deliverance, you're not sure of their ability to perform? Will you be able to do that?
Right.
Answer the question for yourself. And then you'll be able to... not done, but what's the problem?
Sorry. Officially points to me, I mean, they talk so now. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
No, but I'm just trying to not justify, but to be in the position to be able to say to people, we are open to criticism. And if you put us under such scrutiny, you should be able to hold everyone responsible for their actions and not just us. But it's been a very interesting conversation. I think this is the very first time we spent a lot of time talking to people online. And it's really good to have the numbers that actually stayed up to listen to the conversation that we are having today. And I think it's very, not just educative, but it has been very challenging. We've been in the position that we like every Sierra Leonean to be. And when the clock is on the other way around, you should be able to take the heat, because this is nothing compared to what is happening in our country and how we should be in the position to deal with situations like this and hold everybody accountable for their actions, their reactions, their dissemination, and their professionalism. Diasporans, now we get the worst bad name in Salon. If we don't try to take honors and take responsibility of some of the actions of our fellow diasporans who are going to Sierra Leone and take up government and political positions and parastatal positions, we don't have no chance to succeed. The diasporans can make or break Sierra Leone. Let's not just sit back here and support political parties, whether they are family, friends, or whoever. Let's not just sit here and oppose because we feel like we can oppose. We should be able to do this constructively. Let people come and explain about certain things that are relevant. We are all Sierra Leoneans. We are all should be in the position to be held responsible for our actions. So I will say thank you to you guys. I appreciate your comments. Your statements have been very mix and match. We take beaucoup, but sometimes we get to accept some of the things that really come at you because we are all humans. So if we actually went beyond board in responding to some of the questions and comments, we are humans.
Right.
Everybody is liable to make such mistakes. But we need to apologize for the work we do because we do it in the interest of Sierra Leone. So we might offend people by doing so. We might satisfy people that are by doing so. It is all in the interest of Sierra Leone. So keep watching, continue to share our link, continue to participate. Don't just come today and don't come back tomorrow, because we will be here again tomorrow. And we are going to be here. We are not going to relent. This is a long time. We are voluntarily doing this. We've put our sweat, glory, and honor into it. Nobody can stop us. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you so much, T-Boy, for that. Let me go to T-Boy. Then I want to follow on stay because I get exciting announcement then for make for the next program they will do. But I refer me first in round up, then I will make the announcement.
If you mistake from one of the announcement, I will come, because Mr. gets one way a minute.
All right. So
go on, Mr. Palmer. Sorry, sir.
Okay. So, rounding up, boy. This has been, we have to thank we viewers them, because this has been very interactive. People have looked within us and make ourselves look within ourselves. But as T-Boy and Joe Master, really and truly, which would they do so now? Clean arts business.
You know, if there was any skeletons behind the closet, trust me, we're not go there to our like this. Then we don't shut we down. We still the talk boku now because the neighbor fence on thing we then go all we for. Because really we're we're here to tell the public what is happening. We not get all the answers, but we go fenam. You know, we go fenam na the doorstep of the government. We go fenam at the doorstep of the opposition. We go fenam at the doorstep of other professionals. Them basically we go bring the people in camp. We go can tell una what is going on. Sierra Leone has a problem where people are afraid to talk. Now that points they me think say we get for deal with. Our press are biased. So one of we viewers them today, they claim say we biased. It's fine, that's his opinion. My opinion, our press in general, Sierra Leone press in general is biased. And I understand why a lot of them are, because you know the able for bites the hand with the feed you. If the press is being paid by a certain party, i.e. the government, and I not say SLPP, I not say APC, I say the government of the day, then it's hard for them to be able to bring that government to task when things go wrong. Civil society, likewise, will get for try forget independence in their organizations they are so. You know, maybe they can get myself into trouble now, but the judiciary as well needs to find a way for be independent of government. Not SLPP, not APC, of government. Una listen attentively for the and the way something boom tick broke na the yes. Anyway, so I would like to give a big shout out to una we don't follow with today. All una the new one the way come with something no ever can before. We hope so una go can join me back. The one way they can all the time with the glad fauna will always receive you guys. You might not agree with some of the things we say, that's fine. None of them are facts, they are opinions. We go research, we go do the research. Yesterday, a journalist came, an editor came to our platform, revealed certain things them. If you don't come before, it can talk boku. It can say they talk boku, but yesterday it come with evidence, factual evidence where it show una. So that's all we can do. We're a platform here for amplify the voice so that una will not get, or make I say we will not get the opportunity for the right na the corridors within decision as they make. We go able for lend we hear and hear really bit. So we hope say if we do not bad, una go come back and listen, because until the next one we go do na good. As Juma say, when we get APC na the platform, SLPP supporters criticize us. When we get SLPP supported in the show, APC supporters criticize us. That's fine. We're happy with that. That's our job. So we're here to do that job. If you want to follow us, follow us. If you're not really and truly like what they do, it's so easy. You know, there's one digit. Just press that button and off you go to another platform. But if you want to know what's happening in Sierra Leone, we're going to try and bring that to you. Again, before I'm done, I would like to say we were all once small boys. We not been small picking them. Now we don't grow, we don't turn big man them and big woman them. But it look like say some people they know and grow, then go forever be small boys.
Wow. Drop the mic. That's Femi on the mic. It just dropped. Boom.
Master Dagger.
Yes. Anyway, so thank you so much, Tibo and Femi, and I want for joining you for say thanks to Karamoh Kabba. We actually get him at short notice. Actually, this early morning, you know, now we reach out to him, he confirm say they can, but like we say, there are certain things where they beyond with control, but he still made it. He stayed about 20-30 minutes with us. He shared in your opinion. And some people agree, some people disagree. But they wanted him to stay longer, so now that make people vex where he left. You know, so that means maybe they say something where they lack for Yeri. So that's a good thing. We're going to have him again one day where we can discuss politics, proper one, where that's ending to about reaction to anti-corruption. But on this conversation today, I appreciate you all, and please keep coming, and we make sure say una contribute. Somebody asked me, Juma, when are you bringing Mr. Francis Ben Kaifala again? I'm patiently waiting to hear from him. But we've been getting also last week, he was with us, and Monanosin a busy man. It will take, time, but we'll try. We don't promise, say, hopefully we'll come join we again. We'll try our level best. I just want to say, we're doing a job. We have a platform which is for everyone, but at the same time, we have opinions as Sierra Leoneans as well. Me, no will do justice to myself for see certain people, they do certain things or take a route where go cause problem in our country. I will not sit for that. So we'll talk, being SLPP or APC, and there are records to show, for that. I criticize APC, APC be in governance, people call me names and all of that. So that's sitting there. If you want to find out, go find out. If my role here is not to praise the government of the day, is to challenge them to do more for the people of Sierra Leone. So they're not to do me favor, they need to do anybody favor. So that's what I want to say. But keep coming. Next week, on the 1st of December 2020, with the hosts Nayaso live and direct, Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara, where they call Dr. Samura Kamara from Kamalo, where now the APC flag bearer presidential aspirant for presidential candidate for the 2018 elections we pass. So with the host Nayaso live and direct, and if you know about Dr. Samura Kamara, if you want to know about Salon, whether Salon go before or go beyond or stagnate, you like to talk to him because he's been part of governance, part of public life in Salon for over 40 years. I think he's one of those people who we don't get the opportunity and privilege for serve now all the governments there. So except possibly AFRC, but all the other one them. So, and they don't serve the international community, IMF, World Bank, ADB, you name them, Commonwealth. So he'll be nice to have him on our platform. So please join us, not miss that program. Then for sure, I say CRJ Media, not a bias platform. On Wednesday the 2nd, with the host, the executive director for Civil Aviation Authority, winner Moses Tifa Bayo. And the easy way for for can talk to him because when I don't say this issue about building a new airport or renovating an old airport, now the man down the way we get for can talk to. So it will be an interesting program. On that same Wednesday day, with the host all walks of life. So now see not to politics no more they discuss. This is not entertainment because on the 5th of December, they host the Zoom Award for 2020. The award where they can do UK where they can do every year, but this time because of the corona pandemic, they go do a Zoom Award. For best media house, best a whole lot of awards there will go now. So Wednesday then go there also for talk to we. So Tuesday we get Dr. Samura Kamara. Then on Wednesday we get Moses Tifa Bayo, winner the executive director for Civil Aviation Authority. Una go ask him whether for build Mamamaya Airport or for build a new runway Uswan better. So you have that opportunity. So don't miss out on those two programs. And tomorrow, we then also with the health show, we can talk about men and diabetes. So no miss out. And T-Boy, you get another announcement you want to make? Yeah, no, that not paid for announcement. So na prime time, na in last with the gig. Then we get for send invoice. The
oh no, the V charger.
Yeah, no, we don't charge them. We don't make announcement for them, but they're all week. So you get any other one? Did I miss out on anything, T-Boy?
No, just something I want to highlight, but I don't send message that you post soon for check and quick if you're able for it and see if you highlight it.
Let me see. Okay, you send me comment.
No, now we chat group.
Okay, I don't see Anaya.
You don't have send me message, man. What's the problem?
I miss stand there. I don't see. I know the deal.
Okay, well, okay, low left down there.
Okay, sorry.
It's here.
No, I don't see.
For you.
Okay. I don't see. All right. So, Fambulem, we know there's a demonstration going on the 1st of December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a demonstration. So, we just want to make quick correction. So when they put out the press release, it's a venture that we, like, because people we still believe freedom of expression, freedom of speech is very important. But on the statement, they put Sierra Media as one of the partners. So concerned Sierra Leoneans, then they do a demonstration, then they go to the BBC because then some group of Sierra Leoneans they're not like how Umaru Fofana, the BBC journalist, they report. Then feel say bias, just like how they say bias now, so other people then feel say bias. So then they demonstrate to the BBC. But on the thing, then put Sierra Media now one of the partners. So what we do, we cover events, we cover public events, so that one day is a public event where we go cover if time permits, but we know to partner for organize that demonstration. So I just wanted to make that clear, but it's a venture that we feel say everybody get right for. And I think I just wanted to clarify that, correct?
Anyway, you not talk about what media put in the group, but never mind.
I still not see and possibly respond privately.
That's fine. Don't worry. It's okay.
Okay.
When we hear that, go talk about myself. You not get much to talk for me right now. No worry about me no more.
Okay, so I'm talk for her right now?
No worry. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so go ahead, Mr. Palmer, with your announcement. So we
don't agree for pay. You don't agree for pay first.
No, with a send invoice to them, then we don't make about 10 announcements for them now. So
all right.
Go ahead.
Oh, this is a big one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You see now, not look like Salon. Now the thing is that waiting guy man not calling himself. Man not calling himself. They talk. I mean, really and truly, the announcements what I make, it's important. It's very important for we picking them future.
Okay.
Again, Sierra Leone Grammar School is putting on a virtual concert this weekend. Sunday, una can join Sierra Leone Grammar School free of charge. Then get all kind entertainer. It's virtual. Right. So we the broadcast on our platform. Then there's going to be on several of the different Sierra Leone Grammar School platform there.
Okay.
You not get for pay, it's free of charge. But when you come, all we they ask say, can enjoy yourself. And if you're able left small pay, and for left small thing for them picking them. So basically, Sierra Leone Grammar School old boys in the diaspora and back home supports current pupils in school. We they pay them school fee, we they buy uniform, we they even give them, we they buy all them books and everything. Basically, we they give them scholarship, 100% scholarship for several picking them, because we believe we gonna one of the best schools in our salon, and we go like for make people them able for good now. When we go grammar school, it was when we go na been government school, when we forefathers then go na been church school, so nobody had to pay. But now grammar school is a private entity, and we want to keep on that with it. But because we want to do that day, we want to raise as much money as possible so that we able for give picking the way not come out in our homes, then we able afford them the opportunity for go school. So we actually pay for school picking them for go from one. Whatever for my name now, sorry for me, lack of knowledge. Say them done school, we pay for them things. So we're supporting many kids, and usually we do several activities, including dinner and dances all around the world, and for support the school. We don't build different stuff for the school. we now don't embark on some technology where they make the picking them able for design and build products, so that when they want to be engineers them, then we'll get practical experience, not just theoretical experience. So if you lack picking in a salon and you want to help them in their education, support your alma mater. In my own case, I ask if I can support Gamma School. But not to Gamma School no more. There's plenty of the schools in Sierra Leone we need una help. Today, one me paddy been the go, I think say been the go uplines on side. Anyway, he stopped at Christ the King. And he didn't go there, but because one world friend go there, so he went there, took some pictures and sent them to us. Now we group, everybody jolly, everybody gladdy. The school looks nice, it looks fantastic. Upland school and get so much space, man. I think say we were been the go school in Africa with the jealous then school and with the upline, because they actually look like proper institutions than we see them buildings them. Anyway, Christ the King looked wonderful. And then get one crocodile day. A crocodile or an alligator? Tibo, tell me about.
An alligator don't stop fast telling me.
But he's there. They took his picture. They took a video of him today.
They do have one there.
It was good to see, and we friend left small thing. He's a diasporan by the salon at the moment. He left small thing for the alligator. He left small thing for the people who they look after them. What I'm saying is we have disposable income. Forget about Corona. If bad say, would they still go to Chinese shop? Would they still buy pizza? Would they still buy Nike crepe? Would still they buy all kind designer labels? We have disposable income. Even if now £1, £5, £10, $10, $100, some of we now big dons.
How you donate that day?
So that day, the donation will be, I think there's a GoFundMe page, something like that. So there's many things that we can do. So as I say, not to just the virtual concerts what they do, we actually get spaces in a London Marathon. So if you will run, or you are run and you always want to run for London Marathon, and say spaces are always restricted and you not get space, we get space. So if you can run for we and raise money for charity for schools in Sierra Leone, we go give you space. So we have spaces. So we they do buckets in them we for able for make a difference in Sierra Leone to picking them. We're a bit biased because we come out Gamma School, and Gamma School now they now in front of we, but we they ask on us, so look, see if you can lend a hand. We all know say Salon Gamma School at the moment is the best school in Sierra Leone. All them boy picking them go Gamma School. So if you able for help, you can help more and more and more of these boys them forget to a quality education, because I believe say that 3% of the people that we pass, I receive book of the Nagama school in Komotu.
All right. Well, again, you don't drop the mic. Thank you so much, and we hope say people then will answer to that call. Support Grammar School and fundraising on Sunday, and make sure you give back and help people then, because it's not just about criticizing, but it's about helping those in need and people that will get aspirations. So they can be the next Francis Ben Kaifala, they can be the next Cherno Alpha Emba, they can be the next President Madabio, they can be the next Dr. Samura Kamara, or they can be the next former President Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma, or they can be the next Juma, the next T-Boy, the next Femi Pama. So we're glad we appreciate Una. Welcome, and we hope say Una go join we also tomorrow on the health show. On behalf of the team, Jumaba, they say Tata.
Now who's term this? Yes, this not term for all salon people and then party them. Diadem Media will be bringing you a variety of programs ranging from documentaries to discussions, interviews, news, views, sports, and entertainment. Our programs will contain matters on development, governance, the economy, and issues that are of importance to Sierra Leone. So, no left BNO because we get Bebe program then like salon discussion, meets the ministers, the president's hour and the Gladi program. Look me, I look you. All this they start soon na www.sarahjmedia.org. Now who's tem these?
As we talk about burning issues ranging from politics to the economy, culture to sport, education to entertainment, corruption to the environment, we realize the Sierra Leone story is far from finished. So, Sierra Leone Media Production brings you Zoom In. Zoom In is the program that engages everyday people, entrepreneurs, inventors, entertainers, activists, policymakers, and politicians to discuss and debate issues relating to Sierra Leone. Zoom In digs deep into the issues and stories. Zoom In ensures the debate is pushed to another level. Zoom In asks those questions that has never been asked before. So, join us, host Chumaba.
When I was young, a lot of things were different. Unfortunately, most of the differences seen now are heartbreaking and are not good at all.
Before now, men were strong protectors of the weak,
Fathers, brothers, lovers, sons. Their mere presence guaranteed the safety of women and children.
But what do we do now?
Men harassing and raping women.
Men sexually abuse little girls.
Men battering and killing their wives.
Any form of sexual assault, be it rape, sexual abuse, or pedophilia, is a killer to human self-esteem.
Women should stop dying in silence.
Speak now.
The rapist should be stigmatized, not the victim.
I think death sentence should be the consequence of such terrible acts.
And you mothers, build confidence in your children, put trust in them, listen to them when they make reports, and take necessary actions.
Talking of mothers before now, women were virtuous.
They were mothers, daughters, and sisters.
Nurturing, counseling, supporting their men folks.
But now,
women are trafficking female children for money.
Women are forced to be silenced.
All this must stop, and it must stop now.
Real men do not abuse, rape, or molest women and children. It is barbaric, unacceptable.
Let all real men stand with us.
Together, let's say an emphatic no to rape, sexual abuse, pedophilia, and domestic violence.
Of all the crimes committed against a person, rape is the one that leaves the person feeling very violated. A rape victim is often left with the feeling that a part of them has been torn apart.
To use another person's body and ignore the soul that resides within is one of the most outstandingly shocking crimes that one person can commit against another.
Some men harass and rape their women.
Some men sexually abuse underage girls.
Some men beat and kill their wives.
Any form of sexual assault is unacceptable.
There must be consent before you act.
Being in a relationship is not consent.
If they are not sober, they can't consent.
Flirting is not a consent.
We had sex before is not consent.
Silence. It's not consent.
Only an informed, sober, freely given, ongoing and enthusiastic yes is consent.
Women should stop dying in silence.
A man does not become a real man by physically dominating a woman. A man becomes a real man by loving, protecting, and respecting the woman.
Real men do not rape or abuse women and children.
Let all real men stand with us. And together, let's say no to child abuse, no to domestic violence, no to all forms of rape, being it spousal rape, intimate partner rape, child sex abuse, statutory rape, date rape, serial rape, and gang rape.
We must rise up against this ugly trend.
Justice for one, justice for all.
All sexual assault must stop, and it must stop now.
Silverstone Beats. People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love?
See this life we live, we all have to give, yeah, yeah. Cause all I see is evil, and too much killing of my people, yeah, yeah. So let's bless one another, yeah, yeah. So let's help one another. I sing again, yeah.
What's me, I don't see this can't seem really happen. This not to be education opportunity. Now in we need, let we learn for the share, not to all time for the greed.
You see this life to live, you see where we lose or we know. Stop killing one another, let's stand together, yeah. Stop playing the hero, looking at each other like we're zero. On the block with the sea, money they can make every day pan free, yeah.
R.I.P. they took our boys, they take our joy, take our joy. This study time we stop now crime, don't blind bodies like your future.
Stop the stabbing, stop the killing. Let's love one another. Peace.
Where is the love? I see fighting every day, I see dying every day. Why don't we help each other and pave the way for a better life, a life that we all deserve? Instead of killing each other, why don't we preserve? So you wanna be a bad man, he's gonna be a badder man. You got a big knife, he's gonna get a bigger knife. Our people suffered for years in chains. Now we turn on each other, cut for gains. For the ones that send the youth to kill themselves, you pretend to be a father figure but only care for yourself. You are nothing but the flesh of the devil. You're evil, low life on another level. Think about the mothers and the pain they go through. You don't care for these kids, they mean nothing to you. But karma only knows the boomerang maneuver. One day the green reaper will be your remover.
This little the range ranting up some sanctimonious food is a poetic verses, ruminate a prophecy, given to a sentient dude. So I say it's at ease for you to listen and the juice, the wisdom that's gonna liberate and galvanize you. Under the sun, ain't nothing new. That for black on black crimes and breaking news. Under the sun, ain't nothing new.
You gotta stand up. Stand up for what you believe in. Gotta stand up. Stand up for what is right. Cause if you got me, then I've got you too. Regardless of what you've been through. Even when you're feeling new. Where is the love? Do this if we try. There's no time to waste no time. Together forever, whatever the weather. Us as a unit working together.
See, I've been a long done, but me heart still at home. God don't lift me up, but me heart still at run. You will never go far if you don't know where you're from. So I don't do it for myself, I'ma do it for the young. Plead to my brothers, let's do it for the youngers. Why spend a bag on a jumper? Back where you're from, people dying with hunger. With people then they suffer. You then I you the bluff, it's copper. You the game need for change, like we not get up. Where's the love? Where's the love, yo? Where's the love? I said,
where is the love? Little youth, let's take time. Stop all the knife and the gun crime. Think of the future, paint that picture. Get a youth in the future. Peace gonna rain on me. Peace gonna rain on me.
together. Get rid of knives and guns and bombs, let's be together. Pray peace and love, golden hope through storm and weather. See what is going on. Where is love?
Tell me, how do you feel when you see your brothers and sisters lying down the street helplessly? And what will you do if you die today and find yourself in hell?
I want to ask you this. Look inside your eyes and answer me with all the truth. Where you get, whose side the love thing?
When I left. Boku man them get nef. If you live by the nef, you go suffer. You know get sense, you know sabi say nef not for butter. Stabbing guys, yeah that's uncool. When it comes to knives, yeah I'm anti. What happened to fighting guys with your hands, G? When you stab a man, it's not one man you stab. Just remember that you stab a whole family.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and hear them crying. You can practice what you preach, or you will turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
I was raped multiple times by my aunt's boyfriend when I was 6.
I was repeatedly raped at the age of 8 by a close family member.
I was raped at 19. I didn't speak openly about it because I was ashamed and afraid that people would judge me.
I was raped at age 5 by my caregiver's husband.
On June 17th, 2020, 5-year-old Khadija Sakho, a beautiful little girl from Freetown, Sierra Leone, was repeatedly raped and strangled to death, allegedly by her own cousin. Her death shocked the nation. But in truth, in this small West African country, 9 out of 10 girls experience some form of sexual violence in their lifetime. Think about that for a second. 9 out of 10. That's 90%. My name is Aisha Sase. I'm a journalist and activist. I'm joining forces with Idris Elba and other activists from across Sierra Leone to support the survivors of sexual violence with the Survivors Solidarity Fund. Please consider donating whatever you can afford. All monies raised will go to 4 local organizations currently providing free medical and legal services to survivors. 5-year-old Khadija lost her life to sexual violence. That same threat remains for millions of others. So this is also a call for you to use your voice, your power, to draw attention to an enduring culture of rape. Together, we must end it now. My name is Aisha Sase. I am Khadija Sakho.
I am Khadija Sakho. I am Khadija Sakho.
I am Khadija Sakho.
I am Khadija Sakho.
We are Khadija Sakho.
We are all Khadija Sakho.